What's up, hooligans, and happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. Now, I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that thumbs up button. More likes equals more hooligans. I'm going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Is it Friday today? I think it's Friday. It is Friday, so at 6 p.m. Eastern time, we will be doing the voice chat over on jeffmaclive.com. So definitely get yourself a membership so you can join us in the voice chat. We'll be starting off with a video titled SpaceX Starship Explodes in Flight Test, Forcing Airlines to Divert. This video is all over the internet, has been since last night. I figured we should just cover it, just cuz. Then we got a video titled Person Drives Off a Bridge in D.C. Then we got a kind of a second video we're going to play with that titled The D.C. Police's dive team has successfully pulled the driver out of the car and the victim has been transported to the hospital in critical condition. Again, another video that's going viral. I figured we should cover it. He just drives off the bridge for no reason. He's just having a bad day. Then we got an election denier. It's titled Reid is now alleging that Donald Trump and Republicans cheated to win the 2024 election. Hypocrites. Then we got video titled Hyena Harris merchandise on fire sale in Washington ahead of Trump's inauguration. We have so much news to cover today, by the way. Then we got video titled A Detailed Look on What Goes into a Presidential Inauguration. This is details of what to expect to happen on Monday. We're going to be very, very busy on Monday covering the inauguration and protests and everything else that is expected to go on. We're also going to be covering the rally on Sunday, so definitely look forward to that. Then we got video title Garbage Truck Driven by Trump Heads to Inaugural Parade. They're doing an interview with the guy that was driving the dump truck. It's not a dump truck, it's a garbage truck at the Green Bay rally a few months ago when President Trump was still rallying and all of that. It was a sight to see. Big old garbage truck with Trump on the side. They're going to take that very truck and put it in the parade. Good stuff. Then we got video titled Biden commutes nearly 2,500 more sentences, saying proud of my record. Old man Walter just commuted 2,500 drug dealers. They had drug offenses. Maybe they might have been drug addicts. I'm not sure. It doesn't really say. But people related to drug crimes, they're now going to be let loose on the streets. Just old man Walter doing everything he can to keep America on fire. Then we got a video titled Bombshell Report details how Schumer pushed Biden out. There's all kinds of stuff in that video talking about Schumer's the reason that old man Walter dropped out of the presidential race. They also have Peter Doocy on there talking about how old man Walter called him a stupid son of a bitch and then turned around and called him and invited him to lunch, but then lunch never actually happened. There's all kinds of random stories inside of that video. Then we got an interesting video that I thought maybe you hooligans would be interested in. It's titled Gold Care Focuses on Medical Freedom and Pushes Big Pharma Away. Gold Care is a type of insurance, kind of. I'm not exactly sure on what all they cover, but they do telecommunications, so you could talk to a doctor over your phone. They could probably write you scripts and stuff like that, and it's as cheap as $10 a month. So it is, I don't think it'll cover all your medical needs, but it is a form of healthcare for only $10 a month, and that's a deal. Then we got a video titled Tik Tok CEOs has the CEO has made a response on the U.S. Supreme Court's decision to uphold the TikTok ban. It looks like TikTok is going to be banned on Sunday. The CEO is begging President Trump to do something about it. And like I've been saying this whole time, if they do get banned, I imagine it'll be a short period of time and President Trump will probably bring TikTok back. As I've said many times, President Trump has come out and stated that he believes that TikTok played a part in him winning the election. So with him saying that, it kind of sounds like he'd be willing to go out on a limb and kind of pull TikTok back to life. Then we got an interesting video titled Rudy Giuliani reaches settlement in property dispute over defamation judgment. Now, we all know Rudy Giuliani. He went after these I don't know if they're poll workers or what they were, people that were dealing with the 2020 election. He accused them of fraudulent behavior. Now, of course, they sued Rudy Giuliani. They're trying to take everything from him. They're calling him a liar and the big lie and blah, 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 blah. Well, this ruling just went in his favor. He's not going to be forced to forfeit his Super Bowl rings or whatever he has in his possession, as well as I think 2 different properties. The last time we covered this story, Rudy Giuliani had to give over a really old classic car that was worth a ton of money, but this ruling, like I said, was in his favor. The last little bit of the news is titled, "Some border crossers are leaving the U.S. before Trump's inauguration." These people are out here self-deporting because they don't want to mess with Tom Homan. Then we got 2 funny videos of the day. First one's titled "Ass Salted." And then our official funny video of the day is titled "The Fed Boy Instructed to Monitor Me." All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Dan the Man? What's up, Zero? What's up, Hair Juicer? What's up, Jamie? What's up, Annette? What's up, Turbo? What's up, Russell? What's up, Tom Tom? What's up, Mindy? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Damsel? What's up, Tin Man? And what's up, Astral Hammer? Happy freedom, you hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Bobby, you were first today. Bobby dropping the boobies in the chat. Very nice, Bobby. What's up, MU? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, Puffin Stuff? What's up, Sawdog? Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, All Rise? What's up, Silver Wolf? What's up, Grind? What's up, Tree Herder? Happy freedom. Let me see here. What's up, Kevin? What's up, MC? What's up, Shroomish? What's up, Elder Zoomer? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Josh1776? What's up, Wayward? What's up, David? Happy freedom. Scrolling through here. You guys are waiting on me a little bit. I think we got everybody. Make sure you... Oh, what's up, High Plains Drifter? Happy freedom to you. Make sure you hooligans hit that thumbs up button. See if you can get us on the front page of Rumble. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Right now, it's just me and you, Snooks. And what's up, everyone over on Twitch? Same thing on Twitch. Where is everybody at? What's up, everyone over on the communism platform? Cheeky Chops, you were first over here. Happy freedom to you. Mr. Satan, you are omnipresent. What's up, Toy Mafia? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Proud Patriot Girly? Oh, I saw that you sent me an email. I didn't get a chance to check it, but I will right after the live. Happy freedom to you. What's up, Oline? Happy freedom. What's your name? Detroit River Walleye Fishing. Well, happy freedom to you. Thank you for joining us. What's up, Scott? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Yeshua? Happy freedom. Pardons for drug dealers? Yeah, old man Walter. He never stops. Let's see here. What's up, Gregory? Happy freedom. What's up, Blue Crow? Appreciate you sliding through. What's up, Army 82nd? Happy freedom to you. Wayward, you are omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, El Barto? Happy freedom. It has been a while. What's up, MH? Happy freedom to you. Make sure we get everybody. What's up, Scott Johnson? Happy freedom. And what's up, McNeely? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on X? Wayward, you are truly omnipresent. Appreciate you, Wayward. All right, hooligans. Whoa, what is this? Oh, I'll have to read that in a second. Anyways, we're going to start in this first video here. Like I said, this first one's titled "SpaceX's Starship Explodes in Flight Test, Forcing Airlines to Divert." Now, we don't have a shirt put together today, but I will be putting one together tonight, courtesy of Alistair, creating some new designs. First design of the year will be displayed tomorrow, so make sure you are on the free speech platforms tomorrow, because tomorrow is Free Speech Saturday, and we're going to reveal our first t-shirt of the year. Now, anyways, hit the thumbs up button over on Rumble, and let's get into this.
A SpaceX Starship rocket broke apart in space minutes after launching from Texas on Thursday. Its breakup was seen over the skies of the Caribbean. Clips online showed fiery debris above the Turks and Caicos Islands, and Reuters captured a view of Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince. The company said it lost contact 8 minutes after liftoff when its upgraded Starship upper stage, the top part of the rocket. It was carrying the company's first test payload of mock satellites.
We did lose all communications with the ship, so I mean that is essentially telling us that we had an anomaly with that upper stage. So we were just coming up to the end of that ascent burn for the ship when we stopped when we started to lose a couple of the engines. We saw those dropping out, and then we did lose telemetry from the ships.
Elon Musk said a preliminary assessment showed an internal leak of liquid oxygen fuel led to the rocket's breakup. The incident caused airline flights over the Gulf of Mexico to reroute to avoid debris. The U.S. Federal Aviation Administration said it briefly slowed and diverted planes around the debris area, but that normal operations have resumed. The FAA will likely open a mishap investigation that would ground Starship and check if debris fell on populated areas or outside the hazard zone. A probe could delay Musk's goal of 12 Starship tests this year, depending on fixes and an FAA investigation. Though Musk, after the incident, said on X that, quote, "Nothing so far suggests pushing next launch past next month." He has repeatedly criticized the FAA for overreaching and making politically motivated decisions. Thursday's mission was SpaceX's 7th Starship test since 2023, part of Musk's plan to build a rocket for Mars travel and launching satellites. SpaceX's test-to-failure method has led to big failures before, but Thursday's happened during a mission phase it had passed before.
All right, SpaceX had their rocket explode. There was so many videos on the internet over the last 24 hours of the debris. He kept calling it the debris. The debris was all over the sky and all over the internet at the same damn time. I don't know. Just thought we should cover that. I never know what to say about this space stuff. It's so controversial. Half of America doesn't even believe space is real at this point. You can't believe anything, really. You can't believe anything you see on the internet. I don't really know what to say about it, but a lot of people are confident that Elon will get this fixed. I've seen people state that these failures are never more than one at a time. He seems to get things fixed. You never see the same failure twice. Either way, next up we have person drives off a bridge in DC. It's two separate videos. They're both very short. It's just a very strange situation. And so we're going to play both those back to back just cuz. Like I said, it's coming up next. But first we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about this SpaceX Starship not making it through the mission. Zero, did the debris land in the ocean? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it. I know there was a lot of people concerned with it. They were concerned if the public would be affected by the debris, but there hasn't been any reports on it. There hasn't been any videos or posts on the internet that I've saw where people are stating, you know, hey, here's a picture of a piece of SpaceX Starship landed in the backyard. I haven't seen anything like that yet, so maybe we'll have a follow-up video. Here, Juicer, could you imagine the fight you'd have to go through with insurance if a rocket fell through your shit? Yeah, here, Juicer. I know, I was wondering that too. What's the liability insurance for building spaceships and rockets and stuff like that? Because there's got to be liability insurance. You're blowing things up in the sky above everybody. It's got to be crazy. It's got to be crazy for that insurance. What's up, Jay Spray? Happy freedom to you. And that it sounds like AI. Yeah, they're probably using AI for the voiceover work. Man. Oh, yeah. Thank you for reminding me. I came across the video, Snook sent it to me, of update with Diddy. And there's an interview with News Nation where they're interviewing the accuser, the person that is accusing Diddy of these sexual crimes and all of this stuff. And in the interview, they say very graphic stuff. So graphic that I can't play it on the live. So I did post it over on jeffmaclive.com. So if you get a membership, you'll be able to watch that video because I can't show it on the live. The stuff they discuss is too much. Hair juicer, feels so much colder with no hair. What, we cut our hair at the same time? How do you get balder than me? You don't have to one-up me all the time, hair juicer. Goodness. He was peeking through the windows. He was like, that fucker's cutting his hair. Ran home really quick, gave himself the close cut. Just to one-up me here, juicer. You ain't got to do that, okay? It's not a competition. Goodness. What's up, Russell? Happy freedom to you. The debris landed in the Atlantic based on where it broke up. Well, I suppose that's the safest spot for it, but I wonder how all the climate change people are going to feel about it. I don't think they understand how pollution works. They just wait for the government to tell them what to be scared of. Josh 1776, the sea, not the ocean. What's the difference between the sea and the ocean? What's up, Seppa? Happy freedom to you. up, Shroomish? Shroomish, fuck Elon. You don't like Elon? I don't know. I keep him at an arm's distance. I don't really trust him, but he's definitely entertaining. Wayward, I guess it hit the dome. Yeah, see, I was waiting for those comments. Too old to care. Duck and cover. Space debris coming in hot. High Plains Drifter, poor test monkeys. They didn't send no monkeys to space. I don't think there was a... They had something like... I can't think how they phrased it. They had a payload on board that was to imitate if they were launching a satellite in space, because that's the overall goal, I guess. And obviously it didn't work out. David, can we fix things here first? It doesn't seem like anybody's really trying to fix things here. I don't know why they want to go to Mars so bad. What is in Mars? What's in space in general, other than just solving curiosity? What's up, Sage Pup? Happy freedom to you. Tony Rez. I think you just reminded me of something. You did. I want to give a huge shout out to Tony Rez. Thank you so much for the Cash App. I really appreciate the support. Thank you, Tony Rez. Glad I spotted you in the chat. I don't know why I have such a hard time doing the shout outs. I need to put it somewhere in a better spot on the schedule. MU, thinking positive and praying for the Orange Eagle. Absolutely. I don't have a video on this. I don't think. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but we're going to spoil it. The inauguration is now being moved indoors. They're having some storm or something expected on Monday. And so after they had done all the setup for the inauguration, now everything's being moved indoors. I don't know how that's going to stifle the protests. And by the way, I haven't seen any scheduling for protests. I just remember the last time we did the inauguration, there was a lot of protests. And so I'm assuming we're going to have protests, but I don't know how this storm is going to affect it, because most of the time the protesters are just soft 20-year-olds, you know, who have never worked a day in their life. So I don't know how the storm's going to affect all that, but I still believe we're going to have a very busy Monday. Yeah, Silver Wolf, I know, I kind of wonder how things are going to go as well. I'm just hoping for the best. What's up, Reaction? Happy freedom to you. Energy Woman, bullshit, huge threat. What do you mean? Kung Fu, where's Pumpkin? I'm not sure. She might be running a little late. MC, protesters are going to freeze their asses off literally. Well, then the backside will match the front side, won't it? Cutting off the front and freezing off the back. That's their motto. What's up, Brew Joe? Happy freedom to you. Zero, that's exactly where it is on the schedule. Snooks, I know, I'm already got like 3 different videos on the inauguration, so I didn't want to play any more than I had to. Watch a 5-minute video just to say that the inauguration's going to be indoors. Hair Juicer can't be showing up to dinner with hair unjuiced. I mean, that's true, Hair Juicer. That is true. I didn't think about that. MU, can't they send the AI? No need to send monkeys, mice, etc. That's true, MU. At this point, you would think that would actually be a good use for AI, to try and document what it's experiencing while being launched into space without having to put any life in danger. Now, you're probably not going to get exactly the same data as if you did send a life form in space, but, you know, what's a life worth? It's worth saving, so that's a good idea. What's up, Interstate? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Chesh? Happy freedom to you. Thank you, Interstate, for rating the chat here. You're awesome. What's up, Tony Bridge? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Visions? Happy freedom to you. Visions, 18th. Ben and Jerry's is having a rally in D.C. the day before Trump's We're Back rally. What is Ben and Jerry's? You mean like ice cream? I don't know what you mean. I gotta look that up. I can't imagine the ice cream companies having a rally. Olene, sounds like comments against Elon doesn't trust President Trump either. I don't know. Everyone's got different feelings about Elon. He's kind of a strange character. Visions, it is the ice cream company. That's interesting. I'll have to look into that, Visions. What's up, Skulls? Happy freedom to you. Army, yeah, I wasn't going to say that out loud, but yeah, President Trump, I think, is going to be a lot safer holding the inauguration indoors. Proud Patriot Girly, is there really going to be a storm, though? President Trump posted, I think it's on Truth Social, and I still haven't signed into that on my computer yet. He posted a huge post talking about what to expect on Inauguration Day and all of that, and then at the very bottom of the post, he had screenshots of the weather in the area showing that there's supposed to be some storm moving over DC on Monday. I don't trust the weather like that, but I think it's because I live in Michigan. So they'll tell us it's going to rain and then it'll snow, and they'll tell us it's going to be snow and it'll be 60 degrees and sunny outside, and just, I don't know, you can't trust the weather where I live. What's up, Jason? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Hooligans Island? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Kathy? Happy freedom. I have the same blanket as your cat. Pause rescue. That's hilarious. Yeah, Donna Sparks sent Klaus his little blankie. His little blankie. Salty Ragu, happy freedom to you. What's up, Aunt? Happy freedom to you. Lake Michigan keeps the temperature more consistent. Yeah, it's the lake effect that gets us. Sometimes the wind blows weather right over us, and other times we get dumped on. Agent O, the weatherman's a psyop. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Snooks is going to be down to 20 in DC on Monday. Glad it's inside. Holy, that's pretty cold for DC. Russell, lots of snow in DC on Monday. Interesting. I didn't realize they got snow like that. I didn't know they were chill like that. All right, Hooligans, we're going to move forward. Like I said, we got a ton of news here. We're going to play these next two videos back to back. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for showing them. They're not that damn graphic, but you know how these soft platforms are over on YouTube and Twitch. You never really know. So the first video is titled, Person Drives Off a Bridge in DC. Second video is titled, The DC Police's Dive Team has successfully pulled the driver out of the car and the victim has been transported to the hospital in critical condition. Like I said, we're going to play these videos back to back because obviously it's the same topic. I don't have any more context than what I just stated, but this video is making numbers over on X. It is a very strange situation. When you see this truck just deliberately drive off the bridge, it's a very strange situation. Either way, hit the thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get into this. Okay, like I said, very strange, right? The guy's driving the far right lane, the far right lane, and rear ends a car, decides that was the last straw, hits a hard left, and drives all the way off the bridge. Again, I don't have any more context than that, so we're going to play this part 2 of this situation here. And really, this is just for show more than anything else, I suppose. So they don't show anything in this video, but what it says is the DC Police's dive team has successfully pulled the driver out of the car and the victim has been transported to the hospital in critical condition. So again, I don't know why he did that. I don't know if it's just enough was enough, but he did survive that, which is really crazy because I guess the water is frozen over. Must not be like it is here in Michigan, because you would see a truck standing up on the nose right there. But either way, they pulled the driver out. He's in critical condition. Maybe he's going to make it. But I'd like to hear a follow-up of why he even did that. I mean, what was the point? Drive his nice little truck right off the bridge there. Pretty crazy. Next up, we have an election denier. Her name's Joy Reid. It's titled, Joy Reid is now alleging that President Donald Trump and the Republicans cheated to win the 2024 election. And that's nice and rich. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about this Yahoo driving off the bridge in D.C. Here, Juicer, looks like some sort of suspension failure. You think, like, when he rear-ended the car, it damaged the truck, maybe? Definitely could be. Russell, could have been a medical emergency. That could be. Oh, and no, it wasn't muted. They didn't play. There was no audio in the dash cam. 10 man, that's a Ford for you. Hope the driver survived. I wasn't going to bring up that it was a Ford, but that might have been where he went wrong. 0, was he vaccinated? I don't know about that. And it's going to be a balmy 9 degrees here on Sunday and Monday. Yeah, and it's going to be cold like that here too. And at the joyless Reid, she is. 10 man look like a mechanical failure. Could be. Mr. B knew the truck was white, so racisms. Yeah, that's what it was. It was white supreme pizza, just jumping off the bridge. Silver Wolf, what, the river is frozen in D.C.? Damn, that's cold. What about global warming? Yeah, Silver Wolf. I don't know. They don't call it global warming anymore. People were catching on. Kung Fu, the View is eating themselves. Yeah, I saw that. What is her name? I totally forgot about this until right this second. What is her name? The one that's always talking about race on The View. And I know you're like, which one of them? The one that had to say sorry. It's not Joy Reid. It's the other woman. It's not Whoopi Goldberg. It's whatever that other woman's name is. Sunny Ho. That's her name. Sunny Ho. Her husband just got charged with federal crimes of fraud or something like that. And there's no videos on it. There's just news articles out there. But her husband's being charged with some federal crime, and I can't remember if it's insurance fraud. It's some sort of fraud. But they got Sunny Ho's face all over the internet attached to it, and like I said, I didn't see any videos on that, so they don't want to talk about it. And the GPS gave him bad directions. I mean, maybe that might have been it. It was like, take a left here. He was like, all right, and he hit the car. He's like, get out of the way. I'm trying to do this. Big dumb trucks. That's what I think. There's big dumb trucks everywhere everywhere around here where I live, and they just do the dumbest things because they're a big dumb truck and they think they can. You watch them drive through people's yards and pass you on the shoulder of the road and just big dumb truck. That's all I think every time I see those big dumb trucks. So I will say, when I saw him drive off the bridge, I was like, big dumb truck doing big dumb truck stuff, but that's my opinion. What's up, AR16? Happy freedom to you. Non-woke, when is Joe leaving town? They'll be lucky if they can drag him out of the White House. Wow, all of you guys thought the video was muted. No, I should have told you guys. There was no audio in the first video. Sappa, Ben and Jerry's is woke. They are? What did they do that was woke? I don't eat a lot of ice cream, so I don't have any bias. I have no dog in this fight. Wayward, and then the ice woke him up. Yeah. Oh, wonder if the impact knocked him out and the ice woke him up. It's hard to say. I don't even know if we're going to get a follow-up video because there's no news coverage over what I just showed you guys. It's just those videos circulating. Maybe we'll get a follow-up video because I am interested. Why did he do that? You know, why did he jump or run the truck off the bridge? Yeah, Snook, Sunny Ho. Everybody just smoking for it in the chat. What's up, Squid? Happy freedom to you. Yeah, Chewy. There's a couple hooligans that are wondering about that, the dangers and the possibilities of Monday. I'm trying not to speak any of that stuff into reality, so I'm not reading those comments out loud. But I feel the same way. I got the same worries, but we're not gonna speak it into reality. What's up, Roberto? Happy freedom to you. How do you feel about us acquiring Greenland? I don't really feel anything about it. If they're cool with it, I'm cool with it. That's all I think. What's up, Anonymous? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Janny? Happy freedom. Hooligans Island self-driving truck? I don't think it was self-driving. I mean, I might be wrong, but I don't think it was self-driving. What's up, Cinderella? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Peter? Cinderella, she mentioned what he did on the show, then he was charged. Interesting, Cinderella. I'd like to try and find that video of her talking about it. What's up, Mr. Coffee? Happy freedom. Salt shaker ran over something in the road? Could be. Like he blew a tire or something? Well, he wasn't going that fast. I don't know. Zen, you think it was a medical emergency? Definitely could be. What's up, Carp? Happy freedom to you. It's Friday. It's Freedom Friday today. Snugs, Ben & Jerry's is staging a protest on Saturday against President Trump nationwide. What a bunch of idiots. They want to be boycotted. I mean, I don't know. I never feel like conservatives do a very good job boycotting, but man, the left, they always give everyone an opportunity, don't they? Every day is a day to vote with your doll hairs. Hair juicer is cool, bro. Cruise control. Oh, fuck. That probably is what happened. He's falling asleep. He's got the cruise control going. Car in front of him stopped short real quick. Hit the car, and he was like, that's not going to cover it. I got to throw the truck off the bridge. High Plains Drifter, surrender, Canada? No, I think most Canadians will be all right. And the ones who won't, who are against becoming Americans, like I said, once they realize that we're going to teach them how to use guns, they'll be for it. Everybody wants to know how to use guns, unless they've already been indoctrinated to be, afraid of them. What's up, Bobo? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Let's see where we are. So many videos we have to cover. This next one is... Oh yes, the election denier. Joy Reid is now alleging that President Donald Trump and the Republicans cheated to win the 2024 election. Now, she's batshit crazy and looking more like a man than ever in this video. So let's go ahead and get into this. Make sure you hooligans hit the thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
They're even talking about like stealing an election. And it's making me rethink whether I do believe like election machines can be hacked. Because I've always been like, you can't hack the election machines, but they're like convincing me, I don't know, maybe you can. I don't know.
Prostitute. I mean, to me in this world, anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
There are all these conspiracy theories out there about Trump and whether or not they cheated. I know you say that they didn't, but I know you kind of have to.
Wait a minute. I didn't say they didn't. What I said is there is a rational explanation for why Kamala Harris could have lost those swing states and Trump won them. There's a way you can get to those numbers with people staying home or only voting for Trump and not the rest of the ballot. I'm saying there's a history of that. However,
let me hear it, because what
I will say is there was absolute voter suppression that took place, and I consider that cheating. If you think about the voter law in your state of Georgia, that law is anti-voter. When you have bomb threats only in Fulton County, we don't know how many people stayed home out of fear because of the bomb threats in Fulton County. When you have Elon Musk waving around $1 million checks in order for people to vote for Trump.
Yeah.
Right. There's so many things that were done that were nefarious, to put aside just the actual voter suppression in these anti-voter laws that kept people from registering, that messed up people's voter registration when they showed up and all of a sudden they're not on the rolls.
But that happens every year, right? That happens
every
all
election.
the time.
So yeah,
what
I
I'm
think
talking about are these conspiracy theories about Elon Musk, somehow using his tech connections, because I don't want to say genius because we know he's not.
Yeah, he ain't a genius.
But those relationships or whatever, because they just seem too confident. And I know, and I'm not saying it was the voting machines or whatever. It just doesn't add up to me with all the support that she had. And I know that for you, and because of what happened with Fox and because what you do professionally with the network, you can't say it was the machines or something like that. But if you think it was the machines, but you can't say, just don't say anything. See, this is what I'm saying.
I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is,
no, I know.
There are many ways to cheat in an election. And I don't ever put it past Republicans to cheat in elections because they've been busted too many times.
So they're over there just sucking off their own fumes big time. Big time over here being election deniers and whatnot. They sound crazy. They say, well, I can't believe that there wasn't interference because look at all the support she had. What do you mean, the propaganda? The nonsense that was in the media? The same shit that Joy herself was promoting? It was propaganda. That's why it didn't work out, because it was all falsified. Even the amount of people going to her rallies was all falsified, using AI photos and stuff. What do you mean? You believe the propaganda and then the shit didn't come true? That's how propaganda works, you idiot. And then they turn around and say, oh, well, if you think something weird's going on with the election, you're not even allowed to talk about it. So you got to sit back and say nothing. Yeah, you know who caused that? The fucking Democrats and people like Joy Reid. That's who caused that shit. Because if you go out there and you question anything that's against the government, well, then you're a conspiracy theorist. You're a white supreme pizza. You're the far, far right. You're pretty much a Nazi. That's their fault. So they're falling victim to their own acts. What a bunch of fucking idiots. Anyways, that's the election denier for the day. Next up, we got Hyena Harris merchandise on fire sale in Washington ahead of President Trump's inauguration. Now, we'll probably play those first two videos back to back. We got 3 videos that are all related to the inauguration. I think we'll play that one and the next one, which is titled A Detailed Look at What Goes Into a Presidential Inauguration. That is going to be lots of details of what to expect on Monday. We're going to play both those videos back to back, and then after that we have an interview with the garbage truck driver that drove President Trump around at that rally where it said, Trump on the side of the garbage truck. And he also talks about how he's been invited to the inaugural parade where he'll be driving that very same garbage truck in the parade. All of that is coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about Joyless Reid. And that crazy alert. Yeah, she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I know that. Russell, Joy is crazier than a shithouse rat. Yeah, she's looking rough, too. Looking rough. She was looking like Charles Barkley. That is terrible. I should do Charles Barkley like that, but I'm just saying. Jay Spray, are those air fresheners she's wearing? It looked like it. She had air fresheners on her ears, and she had the greasiest face ever. Hair juicer, the cartoon glasses. Yeah, her compadre. I don't know who that was, but her glasses were like folding around her head. Mindy, I was waiting for them to make these accusations. Yeah, they've already called everything else and called names. All they got left is election denying. What's up, Enchanted Girl? Happy freedom to you. David, the irony is sweet. I agree. David, at least we can agree to get rid of those machines. That's what I'm saying. Sounds like we're all on the same page now. Let's hold audits all the way back to 2020, and let's get rid of the machines. We'll have one-day voting, make it a holiday so everyone gets the day off so there's no excuse not to go. We'll do paper ballots. I also seen someone saying on X If we could put a serial number on every dollar that we have in the country, then we could put serial numbers on our ballots. And that makes sense. That makes sense to me. Tony Rez, don't want to adult today. Yeah, I get that way too sometimes. I try to create like a little goal. Run to the gas station, get some coffee I can't afford or something like that. Just like do something nice for yourself, like some motivation there. That's what I try to do. One foot in front of the other. Mr. B knew she forgot her wig. She forgot to paint the top of her head orange. Kevin, Prince Edward Island only joined Canada because they built us a railroad in exchange for joining Confederate. Is that what that is? Confederation. So now that our trains are gone, we are legally separate from Canada if we want. It's interesting, Kevin. I saw that you guys had a meteor land on Prince Edward Island. I saw a video about it like 2 days ago. It was small. It was like the size of a soccer ball, but it's right on camera. It landed right in someone's yard. You were the first person I thought of, Kevin. I play Drifter. 2 dummies. They are. MC, don't worry. Election audits are coming. Yep. I wonder if President Trump and them is going to get to the bottom of what happened in 2020. He kind of like shrugged it off in a recent interview, but he was kind of doing that about everything. He was saying, well, I'm not going after anybody. I'm not looking into anything. I'm going to make America great again. He's like, but if Kash Patel and all them, they want to start looking into things, to start turning over stones, well, hey, whatever's going to happen is going to happen as long as they're doing their job. And I think that's his way indirectly of kind of hiding his hand. You know, he's like, yeah, we're going to do stuff. We're just not going to tell you what it is. You know, I think that's what it was. But I'd like to see some answers for what happened in 2020, as well as many other things that we've covered since then. Stoner, yeah, I think it is. Libby Racer, liberal tears are flowing. They are. They're getting warmed up for Monday. Oh, yeah, Kevin, I'll see if I can find the video and I'll send it to you on Discord. Snooks, treated myself with some really soft sheets. Got them in today. That's awesome, Snooks. Zero, make voting all day, midnight to midnight. Yeah, as long as we do it one day and we make it a holiday so everybody gets the day off so they have the ability to go vote, I think that'd be awesome. Jay Spray, gonna take out the trash. What's up, Viola? Happy freedom to you. Yeah, we were talking about it a little bit ago, about how the inauguration has moved indoors because of the storm. Yep, we'll be covering all of that on Monday. What's up, CD? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Nosville? Happy freedom to you. There was a situation where Obama was... What? Holding back? Oh, yeah. Holding black men about getting involved in voting for Hyena Harris. Yeah, he was telling them they were scared and all this other stuff. Yeah, it didn't go over very well. What's up, Teasel? Happy freedom. DEI, denying an election imbeciles. Yeah. What's up, MAGA? Happy freedom. Happy freedom, cheeky chops. Astro Hammer. Snooks is over on Rumble telling everyone what a Prince Albert is. Well, they can't get pictures on the Rumble chat, so, you know, they need a visual explanation. They have to come to the website. We'll go ahead and get into this next one. Like I said, this is Hyena Harris's merchandise is on fire sale in Washington ahead of President Trump's inauguration. We're going to play that video, and we're going to play this next one back to back. The next video is a detailed look at what goes into a presidential inauguration. Like I just said, we're going to play these back to back, so let me get this pulled up really quick.
Kamala Harris is...
No, hold on a second. I'm not ready. Mm-hmm. That's what she said.
In just 3 days, Donald Trump will be sworn in.
Please, give me a moment. Let me see here. So we're just going to play a little bit of this first video. First minute or so, they spend the next 4 minutes laughing about what they're talking about. So either way, like I said, this first one's titled Hyena Harris Merchandise on Fire Sale in Washington Ahead of Trump's Inauguration. Hit the thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get into this.
Kamala Harris's merchandise has been relegated to the clearance shelf in a souvenir store in Washington, D.C. on the eve of Donald Trump's inauguration as president. Sky News host Rita Panahi, who is in Washington for Trump's inauguration, came across the fire sale stock, revealing Kamala Harris mugs reduced from $8.99 to $3.38 and keep cups reduced from $13.99 to $6.98 in an effort to clear stock before President Trump takes over on Monday. All merchandise from the official Harris Walt store has also been taken off the website, leaving it empty. The Barron store is a stark contrast to Donald Trump's merchandise web store, which is packed full to the brim with a range of gifts and merchandise with the Trump branding for the entire family.
All right, so they're trying to get rid of all that Hyena Harris merch that they made ahead of time, just in case she accidentally won the election, which of course did not happen. So now they're selling it dirt cheap, and I bet nobody's going to buy that crap, because anybody voting for Hyena Harris, they probably don't make their own money. You know, they're the kind of people with their hand out begging for free shit. Either way, like I said, we're going to get into this next video here. It's titled, A Detailed Look at What Goes Into a Presidential Inauguration. I figured this will kind of get us the vibes of what Monday is going to be like. Like I said, we're going to be live probably all day. It's hard to say between the protests and the inauguration and the possibilities after the inauguration. Either way, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get into this.
In just 3 days, Donald Trump will be sworn in as the 47th president of the United States. And Mark and I are all packed. We'll be headed to Washington. Oh, you better be packed. We're going to bring you live coverage of the inauguration. And I know, Mark, you were there for Donald Trump's first swearing in back in 2017 as press secretary to Vice President Mike Pence. I know a lot of planning goes into this day. You were a part of that planning in 2017. So what does the president and vice president's morning look like?
So it's really one of chaos, because you're going to wake up in the morning as a private citizen, and you're going to go to bed at night as the vice president and president of the United States, and all of your belongings are moved in a 5-hour period. So they've already moved them out of their normal traditional homes, but it's all waiting in a van. And because as soon as they get the president and vice president moved out, you're moving in, and 5 hours later, it's your new home.
Wow. Very bizarre. So about what time does their day start? Is this a very long day, inauguration day?
It's an enormously long day.
Yeah.
You start it depends. You start around 8 a.m. officially with the wake up. Then you go to the church service at St. John's, which is across the street from the White House. Then you go to the White House to meet with the president and the vice president. You exchange gifts there, have tea. The little secret about that is that the tea is actually designed to be a time sponge. So if they're running early, they can keep tea longer. If they're running late, they can shorten the tea. They have to leave at 10:20 a.m. They have to get in the motorcade, get to the Capitol, because the president of the United States has to take the oath of office prior to noon. So when that's when the actual transfer of power takes place.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, everything is perfectly timed on this day. There are no happy accidents. No. Everything has been planned out for about a year in advance, at least when it comes to security, too. I know that we've talked to Secret Service agents who said they're planning this a year in advance. And, of course, this committee is also planning all of this. This is the packet that you had from 2017.
This is the packet from 2017.
So this is all the things that the president and vice president need to know, and what the behind-the-scenes people need to know to make sure that they are at the places they're supposed to be at certain times.
I mean, it literally goes to the detail of when the president-elect and the president go out of the White House to get into the car to go to the Capitol. The president is still the president, so he gets into the passenger rear seat. The president-elect has to walk around to the other side, which he will never do again. He gets on in the other side, on the left behind the driver, to go to the Capitol. Of course, when they leave, he's back in the rear passenger because he's now the president. And it goes moment by moment. There's even instructions in here of how to salute.
I mean, because if they've never done it before, this is,
Exactly.
a first time for everything. So a lot of firsts will be happening, obviously, on Monday as well. And then you have the motorcade that we all watch on television. Hundreds of cars are part of this motorcade. So I know you were in one of the cars following along this motorcade. It's not too long, right? But what kind of conversations do you think are happening, especially in the car with the president-elect and the president?
Well, there's probably not a lot of conversation going on at that point, but you're really taken in by all the pageantry. You
Right.
see the people lined up for the parade. You see the people who are lined up or working their way to go into the National Mall, and so you see the Capitol with the flags draping it out there. And so it's really, you're taking that moment in, but you also know in the back of your brain that when you take the car back, you're going to be in the inaugural parade.
Right.
You're going to the White House for the first time. You saw the picture. I was standing outside the White House. I'd never been in the actual White House. I'd been in the offices and things like that. But when you come back, you're going into that building for the first time in just a few hours. And you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah. So did you have any conversations with Mike Pence or possibly Donald Trump about what they were kind of feeling in those moments? Did Mike Pence ever say, wow, this is real?
No, I mean, he knew it. Obviously, he was a governor. He'd been a congressman.
Yeah.
He knew what was coming. But I think there was that moment right before. There's a picture of him standing backstage before he gets introduced to go take the oath of office. There's one of the president as well. When I have to think that moment, when we're sitting there watching them and going, the moment is real. You're about to go out there and take that oath of office that we have seen so many people throughout history take that oath, and all of the people you can see down the National Mall, all of those people that are
Look at
standing
that.
out there.
That shot's incredible right there.
And it just, at that moment, you're like, this is about to happen.
Information.
All right. So that's a little bit about what to expect from President Trump's schedule starting on Monday. Sounds like a very busy day. Next up, we got the garbage truck that has Trump displayed on the side of it from that rally that we covered a few months ago. It's an interview. I can't remember who's interviewing. I think it's Fox. They're interviewing the driver, asking him what the experience was like to drive the truck at the rally, and then how excited is he to drive the truck during the inaugural parade. He was given the invitation to drive the very same truck. It's not a replica. It's the real deal. He's going to drive it in the inaugural parade. He seems pretty excited about it. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about the detailed look into what goes into a presidential inauguration, as well as Hyena Harris having her merch on a fire sale. Reading through. Russell, President Trump is the second president to have non-consecutive terms. Interesting, I didn't know that. Zero, I bet the troops don't turn their backs this time. I agree. Yeah, we covered the inauguration with old man Walter. A lot of people thought that there was going to be like a turnover of power or something because there was so much Q crap going on. And so we did cover the inauguration, and when old man Walter and Jill Handler were going down the road there, I would say 2/3 of the troops, if not more, had their backs facing to the motorcade, showing that they don't approve of what happened in 2020. I don't think it's going to be like that this round. I'm expecting the soldiers to break character and everything. They're going to be cheering, doing cartwheels. It's going to be a good time. I'm so excited for Monday. Thank you for being here, Annette. I hope dinner turns out awesome. Russell, eviction day. That's right. Hair juicer holding on to my white dudes for Harris hat like an heirloom. Yeah. That's so funny. Yep. It's probably going to be worth a lot of money in like 10 years or so. Have that historic value. In here. Nope. My bad. Astro Hammer, man, my boss is scheduling me to interview a new candidate around the lunch hour on Monday. Nah, man, Astro Hammer, hopefully you can make it to the inauguration. Non-woke Dems wasted a lot of money on Hyena Harris. Yeah, and she's, as far as I know, she's still millions of dollars in debt. What's up, Appeal to Heaven? Happy Freedom. I bet they will have bulletproof glass around where President Trump's going to be, especially now that the inauguration is going to be indoors. Matthew, merch dumpster fire. Yeah, I don't know how many people are going to be purchasing that discounted Hyena Harris merch. See a lot of people in different across the chats here talking about how it could be some good target practice material, especially if you can get it cheap. And I suppose that's true. Otherwise, I don't know what the use is. Josh 1776. I have a French press, but I do not have a coffee grinder. I was typing it out to you when that video ended. Enchanted Grill, it's about to get real. It is. Ghostly, tea goes in the harbor. That's right. That's right. I was kind of surprised to see them bring tea up. Like they got scheduled tea time and stuff. Never had that. I've never been scheduled for tea time. Wayward, any one of those iconic Kamala hats? Nah, you probably get a good deal right now. You gotta get them before they're sold out for target practice. What's up, Extra Bill? Happy Freedom to you. Friday, Bloody Mary time. Sounds good. I like Bloody Marys. I can't drink them though. It burns my stomach up. I should probably try like V8 instead of just straight tomato juice. Maybe that'd fix it. What's up, Cerebrus? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Tony Rich? Happy Freedom. Hooligans Island bonfire merch. Who knows the toxic chemicals that come off that merch? You know it was made in China. You never know. You set it on fire, it'd be rough. Bots. The trolls are terrible. I was really hoping that we'd get the good trolls back. Like in 2020, the trolls were at least entertaining, but they're just trash at this point. Half the time what they're posting doesn't make sense. It's probably hard to troll when you can't read. Gregory, I don't know why you can't get onto Rumble. I don't understand what's happening that's preventing you from going to Rumble. Wobbly Sausage, Old Man Walter, aka Mr. Burns. Yeah, he's more feeble than Mr. Burns is at this point. Teasel Jeff Mack for deer meat provider. I got to get the brush guard on my Subaru first. That's step one. H&O White Mary is milk instead of tomato juice. I can't drink milk. Milk roughs me up too, unfortunately. Metal Mouth merch that can be used as toilet paper. I mean, I suppose. Give Hyena Harris that chocolate smile that she deserves. What's up, SOS? Happy Freedom to you. All right, hooligans. We're going to get into this next video here. Like I said, it's titled Garbage Truck Driven by Trump Heads to Inaugural Parade. This is an interview with the guy that drove the truck at the rally. Same guy, same truck. And he's going to be at the inaugural parade. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get into this.
Well, we all remember this viral moment of President-elect Donald Trump on the campaign trail taking questions from a garbage truck the day after President Biden referred to Trump supporters as garbage.
How do you like my garbage truck? This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden.
Well, behind the wheel was Andrew Bryson, and now he'll be driving that exact truck once again at Trump's inaugural parade. Andrew joins us live right now. Andrew, I mean, how did you convince Secret Service and the president to allow you to drive the truck in the parade?
I guess I didn't really have to convince them. The inaugural team actually reached out to me asking if we'd be able to provide a truck for the parade. And after making a few phone calls, was actually able to get the truck that we had at the rally out there for them.
Andrew, it's amazing. How cool is this? Because he's always for, the blue collar worker. And it's great. I know you're vice president of the company Loadmaster. It's so cool that you were sitting there driving the future president of the United States, and you're going to be there at Inauguration Day. How are you feeling about all this? And what was it like to be in the front seat with Donald Trump?
Pretty excited to be there. It's kind of getting ready to fly out this morning. Going to spend the weekend out at DC getting things ready for the parade. We're also going to have several other trucks out there for the Liberty Ball. Very cool experience being part of the Green Bay rally and driving Donald Trump in the truck and being able to meet him.
Yeah, so Andrew, tell us about when you got the opportunity to be with the president. What was he like? Of course, this was before the election. Now he's won. He's going to be he's the president-elect right now. But what was the man Trump like?
I didn't get too much of an opportunity to talk to him. A little bit of conversation. He seemed like someone that you could sit down with and have a conversation with. I guess, for lack of a better term, just kind of seemed like a normal person.
Yeah. Andrew, how did you outfit the truck to make it look like that?
Actually, the campaign team had someone down in the Green Bay area put together the magnets that we put on the side of the truck. They picked up some flags down there, and once I got down to Green Bay, put everything together.
Yeah, well, Andrew, why did you decide to support Donald Trump? What was the issue that attracted you to this campaign?
It's the biggest thing, like a lot of people, and just a lot of conversation about just the state of the economy and the inflation and just the cost of everything. I guess probably the biggest factor. Obviously, there's a number of other issues as well, too, but like the economy is the biggest issue in my mind.
Yeah, are you excited about being with him again?
Yeah, very excited. I don't know if I'll get the opportunity to see him again, but just to be a part of the event and the parade is very exciting.
I don't know if you have family, but do you plan on bringing them with you, or are you going alone with the truck?
I'll be in the truck.
Okay. All right. Well, Andrew, we wish you all the best. Do you have warm gear? You need a good coat, some gloves. I guess you're used to that, though, right?
A scarf.
Yeah, I think next week it's supposed to be even colder up here than it is in D.C., so I'm pretty well prepared for it.
Well, right. Andrew, congratulations. We'll see you there. We'll be there.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm...
The guy sounds a little Canadian, a little bit. I don't know why. I don't know why. He's got that almost like a Yooper accent, but either way, very cool. Being able to drive President Trump around in the garbage truck right before that rally they said was in Green Bay, and now he's going to be a part of the inaugural parade. What a opportunity of a lifetime, right? Those are images and memories that he's going to have for the rest of his life. Very badass. Next up, we got Biden commutes nearly 2,500 more sentences, saying, "Proud of my record." Now, apparently all 2,500 of these individuals are all connected to drug crimes. Now, I don't know if they're drug dealers or drug users, but it's all in connection to drugs. Old man Walter thought that'd be a good idea. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about this individual driving the Trump garbage truck in the inaugural parade, as well as his feelings and opinions about driving with President Trump before the rally that took place a few months ago. Alistair, so Trump is bringing in the garbage, right? He's bringing in the garbage truck just in case. I don't know how they're going to fit old man Walter in there. Here, Juicer, I wore my Ultra MAGA shirt on my date yesterday. Legend. That is legendary. What a badass. Hair juicer, ultra mega, extreme, zero deplorable, Russell deplorable. Yeah. $10 gonna use it to take Biden's shit out. They're gonna have to make 2 trips. What's up, River? Happy freedom to you. Hooligans Island, $18,000 garbage truck. Yeah. What do you think the mileage is on a garbage truck? It's got to be like driving a tank. Get 8 miles to the gallon. It's gonna be an expensive parade. Oh, you hooligans want to hear something that's gonna make you jealous? I go to Wesco like 2 times a day to get food and coffee and all kinds of stuff, and I have a Wesco's reward card, right? I could use it towards gas. I racked up so many points that I was able to fill my gas tank for $2.22 total. Not even $1, not even $2.50. Less than $2.50. I filled the whole gas tank up when the gas light was on. I've never paid so little for gas. I was paying like 17 cents a gallon or something like that. Never in my life, ever. It's a memory I'm gonna hold on to forever. Astral Hammer, if you're waiting on merch, it should be showing up soon, hopefully. There was like a letter that went out saying that something happened with the merch store. Their distributors or suppliers, something happened. There was like a big change that happened with the company, and I guess it caused this huge delay. There was a bunch of hooligans waiting on merch for a long period of time, more than a month. And I guess they got everything solved. They got the situation taken care of, but now they're like trying to play catch up. And so now that everything's solved, you should be receiving your merch soon. It's a pain in the ass because I don't have any control over that stuff. I just create the designs. I don't have control over shipping or anything. Astro, how many gallons is that? I don't know. I don't know how many gallons my Outback takes. I imagine probably 10 gallons, maybe more than that. What's up, Alistair? Happy freedom to you. If I didn't already say that. Here, Juicer, trust the plan. Wayward bong ripping sparkle farts all weekend. What a badass. I almost named the funny video of the day Sparkle Farts. You'll see. You'll see. SOS, fantastic. Garbage truck and parade should dump out cash. They should hand out MAGA hats or something like that. Metal Mouth, 6 on a good day. Appeal to Heaven, 6 miles to the gallon. That's going to be an expensive trip during the parade there. Non-woke, he should drive the truck over to Congress. He should. Rappy, my mom got a candle for Christmas that says, smells like a Trump win. That's awesome. That is awesome. I've never heard of that. Smells like victory. Done Canadian or from Minnesota? Yeah, they do kind of talk similar. David, would it smell like freedom? Could you imagine if they didn't clean it out, just smell like sour trash? The parade. I don't have any confidence in people, so I don't know why my mind goes right there. Josh 1776. No, I don't have a preference in roast, really. Not that I know of. Kevin, put blades on your rims so you can drive next to the deer and mess them up. Put the spinners on the Subaru. It's on the bucket list, I'll tell you. It is. Ever since I was like 15 years old, I always wanted spinners on my car. At like $2,000 a rim, I'd never be able to afford it though. Wayward, because of y'all, I call my girlfriend Queen Hawk to Sparkle Farts. She's so blessed to have you, Wayward. Here, Juicer, I'd like to see more inside joke merch. Oh, well, Alistair's right there. I'm sure the ideas are brewing. Cerebrus, tea time is a buffer, just in case it takes longer to clean the bathroom in diaper pail. Yeah, Cerebrus, that's what it really is. Just in case old man Walter needs to be wiped. What's up, King Doe? Happy freedom to you. Hooligans Island needs some huge Hooligan H symbol rapper's necklace. I can't afford stuff like that. I'd lose all my support if I was covered in jewelry and gold teeth and stuff. Well, one day I will have gold teeth. That's just something that's going to end up happening. But, yeah, people would walk away. Agent O, I want the long spike lug nuts. I see that on trucks up here all the time. I think in certain states that stuff is illegal. Scott, still waiting on stickers. We have tons of stickers. Hold on, let me find it. We got a plethora of stickers. Bam. Maybe if it loads. There we go. Yeah, all of these are stickers. We have tons of them. We got 2 pages of them. And I gotta click everything 6 times to make it work. Nope. Too much. Yep. See? We got tons of stickers. We like stickers around here. Oh, you're probably talking about stickers in the mail. Yeah. Hopefully they get that stuff sent out. They're a pain in the ass. And the customer service used to be a little bit better at responding to people. I wish there was something I could do about it. Alistair still has that only hooligan store that we were promoting the Christmas ornaments from. I imagine we'll get more items in there, and as long as everything goes well, we may just make a shift and just be promoting the only hooligan shop and kind of get away from the merch store, because like I said, I don't have control over what the materials are, where they get them from, even the cost. Everything at the merch store is only marked up between $1 and 50 cents. So when you pay $30 for a t-shirt, I make 50 cents off of it. It's not like for profit, really. It's not about profit is what I'm trying to say. It's about us having merch that we like, that we could be proud to be hooligans and stuff like that. It's always been that way. The merch is priced at the point in which I can get it. That's it. Otherwise, I'm not making any profit off of that at all. Sean, I used to pop emblems off of cars in the junkyards. Never found an H. I used to hear about people doing that. I've never done that myself, though. What's up, DeMarquise? Happy freedom to you. Mike, my Outback has a 16-gallon tank. Well, I'm not going to ask you what year it is. Maybe mine is similar to that. I didn't pay attention to the gallons. I just paid attention to it clicked, and I looked over, and it cost me $2.22, and I was blown away. Chicken Chops, when you eat in Taco Bell, as soon as possible. They just came out with new burritos at Taco Bell. They come in a 2-pack for $5 hairs. They're called like the cheesy dipping burritos or something. I don't know, but I got to figure that out. They were just released yesterday. The Marquis, he sounded stoned. He needs a little media training, the garbage truck driver. A little bit. What's up, Bagpiper? Happy freedom to you. What's up, I'm Janet. Happy freedom. You had them yesterday and they were okay? Oh, man. That's a bummer. I was hoping they'd be good. What do they have different options? I wasn't sure if they had steak. I want to get steak ones. Oh, you got the steak ones and they weren't even... Oh, that's disappointing. Well, thank you for giving me the heads up. I'm Janet. I'm glad I didn't get my hopes too high. What's up, Random? Happy freedom to you. Here, Juicer. Hooligan pastries. I thought you said pasties. Oh, the girls want pasties, but you want pastries too. We'll have to get on that hair juicer. Cheese spray. See, I'm trying to tell you guys, you need to get a membership for the website. You could have all this gift goodness right here in the chat while watching the live, and you won't be censored. I mean, I don't want you saying terrible things, but it's a lot better than YouTube or Twitch, I tell you that. David, do you not have taco trucks where you're at? No, there's no food trucks or anything like that here. There's there was a taco truck like startup happening, but then I stopped seeing the truck around. Josh 1776, check. Oh, the PO box after Monday. Monday's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, I think. So I wonder if there's no post service on Monday. I'll check it. I'll go on Wednesday just in case. Josh 1776. Thank you for sending me stuff. David, I could never live there. Yeah, if there was no Wesco, I probably wouldn't be here today. Wesco saves my life almost every day. Josh, oh, it says it'll be delivered on Monday. I'll go on Tuesday if they are going to be running the mail on Monday. What's up, Turbo? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Guess 'em Jay? Zero, there is no post office on Monday. Well, I'll think about it. I got a couple days to figure it out. Well, hooligans, we're going to move forward. Like I said, this next one is Biden commutes nearly 2,500 more sentences while saying, I'm proud of my record. These 2,500 people that were commuted, they all are related to drug crimes. I don't know specifically what. Drug addicts, drug dealers, drug manufacturers, all sorts. Old man Walter thought that was a good idea. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick, if you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get into old man Walter making more bad decisions. All right, hooligans, hit the thumbs up over on Rumble and let's get into this.
So just in, President Biden giving a parting gift to nearly 2,500 people convicted of nonviolent drug offenses, commuting their sentences before he leaves the White House. Chanley Painter is here with the details. Hey, Chanley.
Hey, good morning, Lauren. So President Biden saying the latest clemency action is an important step in correcting sentencing disparities after commuting the sentences of nearly 2,500 people convicted of nonviolent drug offenses who he says are serving disproportionately long sentences compared to the sentences they would receive today under current law, saying, quote, with this action, I have now issued more individual pardons and commutations than any president in U.S. history. I am proud of my record on clemency and will continue to review additional commutations and pardons. This coming after the president last month commuted the sentences of nearly 1,500 prisoners and pardoned 40 others, including his son Hunter, marking the largest single-day grant of clemency in history. And Democratic lawmakers and advocates pushed him to keep going.
Thanks to President Biden, a 69-year-old who had a 40-year sentence for a non-violent cannabis offense no longer has to worry if his home confinement will be revoked. And he should not stop there. This is the right thing to do. It is the moral thing to do. And it is a matter of legacy.
Across the country, people from all walks of life and at every end of the political and faith spectrum have recognized the crisis posed by mass incarceration and are demanding change.
This announcement also coming after Biden commuted the sentences of nearly all the inmates on federal death row, including at least 5 child killers and several mass murderers, and that announcement just 2 days before Christmas, if you remember, rubbing salt into the wounds of many grieving families of those victims. Ainsley.
Chanley, thank you so much.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian.
So like I said, old man Walter out here continuing on to make bad decisions. Thank God that's coming to an end. Monday, I seen over here, Drone, happy freedom to you. Monday is MAGA Day. That's right. Guess I'm put this together just a moment ago. Yeah, see, I'd be styling with a big rapper chain. It's good stuff. Appreciate you, Get Some. All right, so next up we got bombshell report details how Schumer pushed Biden out. Now, the title, speaks for itself, but at the same time, they're going to interview Peter Doocy in this video and talk about that time when old man Walter referred to Peter Doocy as a stupid son of a bitch. And they bring up some kind of news. I guess they didn't tell anybody about it, but apparently after that incident, old man Walter called Peter Doocy to tell him that it was nothing personal, that it was like a heat of the moment thing or whatever, and even invited him to lunch, which apparently never happened. That never actually came true. It was just a bunch of nonsense trying to smooth things over. And there's a few other stories like that in this upcoming video. But first, we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about old man Walter pardoning 2,500 more people that are all connected to drug crimes. And it kills me that he brags about pardoning so many people like it's a good thing. Like, these are criminals. They're criminals. You're giving criminals get out of jail free cards, like without any kind of rhyme or reason, just cuz. He might as well just released all the pedophiles. I mean, he probably would have. He probably attempted it, and people at the White House were like, nah, there's probably gonna be problems if we do that. Probably can't do that. Let's do the drug dealers instead. Like, I don't know. Bad decision after bad decision. Reading through. Guess Richard Nixon did 926, General Ford did 409, Jimmy Carter pardoned 566, Reagan did 406, George H.W. Bush did 77, Bill Clinton did 459 pardons, George W. Bush did 200 pardons, Barack Hussein Obama did 1,927 pardons. President Donald Trump did 237 pardons, while old man Walter has done 8,064 pardons. That's too many criminals. Just letting all the criminals out. Russell and Biden voted for the crime bill that locked those people up. Isn't that rich? Old man Walter. Sounds like par for the course for him. All you hooligans talking about pastries and pasties. It's the hooligan way. Metal Mouth. Klaus has become a puddle in his bed. Yeah, it's a bowl of Klaus. It's a nice little bowl of Klaus here. this little Klaus hammock. Yeah. Non-woke confirming that he is indeed the worst president ever. Yep, I'm just waiting for his plaque. They're waiting for him to get out of the White House, and then they're going to actually start reporting on that. Appeal to heaven. I want that in a bobblehead. We'll see if we can make that happen. Appeal to heaven. I've looked into bobbleheads before, and they were crazy expensive. And it's been a couple years since I looked into it. But when I looked into it originally, they were saying it was going to be $50 a pop to make a bobblehead. Maybe Alistair can find something for us that's much cheaper than that. We'll see what we can do. What's up, Rip Curl? Happy freedom to you. Oh, I appreciate you, Josh 1776. And I'll definitely let you know when I get it picked up and all of that. Enchanted Girl, it's like $30 now. Well, that's not too bad. David, my daughter had a Batman one made for me. She's awesome. That's badass, David. Master Meatball, custom bobbleheads, 3D print. Yeah, Alistair can probably figure that stuff out. Schumer is Trump pardon Kodak Black. Yeah, I remember when that happened. Yeah, and Kodak's, he's been back in Trump ever since that happened. Now, I think Kodak is back on drugs. The last time I seen Kodak, he was looking rough. He was looking real rough. I don't know if he got cleaned up or not. I imagine one day he's just going to be dead in the paper from not being able to get away from them drugs. But yeah, I do remember when he was pardoned by President Trump. What's up, Master Meatball? Happy freedom to you. I wonder if he pardoned any assassins. Yeah, I wonder that too, Master Meatball. We're going to find out Ryan Ruth has been let loose. What's up, Smelly? Happy freedom to you. China's starting to worry. TikTok has made America even dumber than they intended. I saw the Babylon Bee. I saw them post that on X. Yeah. They'd be thrilled. Roberto, how about a bobblehead cat? Oh, yeah. Yeah, if we could make bobbleheads happen, Klaus Daniels is definitely getting a bobblehead. Prop picture girly, we need stuffed animals with hooligan shirts on. Oh, that's a good idea too. I might be able, I don't know, at one point in time, the merch store that we use right now did have plushy kind of stuffed animals. I wonder if they still have that. I'll look into it. Actually, since we're bringing all this up, let me see if I can find this really quick. Find my links. Oh, come on, mouse. Do what I tell you to do. What is the problem here? Where is the link? Here we go. If you guys have suggestions for merch or any kind of creative stuff, go check out Alistair's page on the website. I believe his email is on there and stuff, and that way you can send Alistair an email with your ideas for things you'd like to see as far as merch and creative stuff like that, right? Make sure to email Alistair and let him know your ideas and all of that, and I think that'll be the best way other than him having to keep up with us during the live. So go to Alistair's page. You'll have the opportunity to hire him for your own needs, but if you would like to make suggestions for custom merch of any sorts, designs, any kind of ideas you have in the creative realm, definitely hit up Alistair, send him an email, and that way we can have a little bit more organization over our custom ideas, and that'll make it easier for these ideas to become reality. Alistair, okay, starting a list. Yeah. We'll get it figured out. What's up, Cassie J? Happy freedom to you. David, hooligan chip clips. I'm not the first to recommend. Alistair's already whipping something up for us in that subject. Metalmouth, can a president pardon himself? I'm not sure, Metalmouth. I did see something saying that Old Man Walter was considering pardoning President Trump. I want to say it was Disclosed TV that was talking about it. And when they made that statement, and I might be wrong, it may not be that company that made that statement, but I think that is who it was. I think it was Disclosed. But they made the statement saying that Old Man Walter was considering pardoning President Trump. But then they also kind of put in bubbles like they weren't sure if he was joking or not. So I guess we got a couple more days to tell. What's up, Karma? Happy freedom to you. Teasel the waving Chinese cat, but make it Klaus. That'd be a good one. What's up, Sean? Happy freedom. Scott, marijuana sentences? I mean, it could be, but I don't think it's specific to marijuana. That would have been a little bit more of an understandable pardon to pardon people from weed crimes. You know, weed doesn't hurt anybody. But if they're letting out fentanyl dealers and stuff like that, then obviously, you know, that's a no-go. What's up, John S? Happy freedom to you. Yeah, I'm going to show everybody this. Yeah, see, Alistair, he's whipping things up for us. He is. He's getting the stuff together for us. But like I said, click that link that I put in the chat. You can find all of his information. If you have ideas for custom merch and all of that, definitely send him an email. Alistair, you just got the materials to make those today? That's badass. I can't wait. Super excited about it. Well, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, this next video has got a plethora of news in it, and it's got Peter Doocy. It's titled Bombshell Report Details How Schumer Pushed Biden Out. And like I said, they talk about a plethora of things. It's not just about Schumer and Biden dropping out of the presidential race. They bring up that time, like I said, when Old Man Walter referred to Peter Doocy as a stupid son of a bitch. We had that as a soundbite for a long time. But either way, this is an alright video. It's fairly entertaining. Hit the thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get into this.
Yep. All right. Now from Capitol Hill to the White House after Joe Biden gave his final interview as president last night over on MSNBC.
Senior White House correspondent Peter Doocy joins us now. Hey, Peter.
Good morning. And the thing that people loved about Joe Biden forever is that he was kind of an open book. He always joked that he would get in trouble because he says what he means and he means what he says. But he has had nothing to say about Nancy Pelosi's role in squeezing him out. A big part of the reason that he was removed from the ticket. Of course, it doesn't help when the exit interview on MSNBC last night doesn't ask him about her. But we do have a brand new window in the last hour or so into the way Chuck Schumer helped get rid of Biden. Just published in the New York Times about a meeting this summer in Rehoboth, Delaware. Schumer said, if there's a secret ballot in the Senate, Mr. President, Schumer said, my guess is you get at most 5 yeses. Really? Mr. Biden responded. I know my caucus, Mr. Schumer told him. You know I know my caucus. And Mr. Biden nodded, despite the fact that Democrats then elevated someone who never got a primary vote to the top of the ticket. The president says the real threat to democracy is in the future.
I really am concerned about how fragile democracy is. I guess what I'm worried about is that the thing that keeps it on track are the guardrails. Come on, man. There's a Supreme Court that's independent, but accountable. There's a Congress that you speak your mind, but you're held accountable to basic standards. There's a presidency that says you have really limited powers. I mean, you're the top dog, but you're not. You can't dictate everything. And I don't know, we just seem to be chipping away at all those elements.
Later on this afternoon, President Biden is going to deliver remarks to the Conference of Mayors here in Washington. Then he's got a trip listed to join Pace Andrews, even though he's not flying anywhere. So he is either going to thank the Air Force One and Marine One crews or maybe welcome a special guest. We haven't been told yet. Back to you.
Interesting stuff. Peter, I've got a quick question for you. That was his last interview. Nobody over the last 4 years has gotten Joe Biden to say more about stuff he didn't want to say than you did. You were constantly barking questions at him. And most famously, you yelled at him about inflation and he called you a stupid SOB. Since this is your last Friday at the Biden White House, I know we can tell the story now. He actually called you when you were live on Special Report with Bret Baier, and he told you something that nobody knows.
He did. I feel like I can say this now because it never happened. He called me, and initially he told me it's nothing personal, pal, that he said a bad word. And he also said, and this was at the tail end of COVID, he said he would have me in for lunch when it was safe. Right. Well, I think his lunch card is probably filled. It never happened. So it was never safe to have lunch with me.
Yeah, no kidding. So, and when Jen Psaki left a couple of years ago, on the way out, when you famously took a picture with her, you asked her. Now, he's going to remember about the lunch, right?
The lunch never happened. Yeah, I've told many people about the lunch. The lunch never happened. I did not pack a lunch today. Fridays, I'm usually out of leftovers, so we're out here.
So, in other words, if somebody from the White House is watching right now, you are available to have lunch with the president.
I don't know how many TVs are still turned on in there. It seems like people don't want to watch the coverage of what's happening. In fact, I was walking through the press area, and a lot of the picture frames are empty now. I don't know if this is people from the press who are just taking pictures off the wall or if the Biden people are going to take pictures of the president, but there are empty picture frames and I think a lot of turned off TVs inside right now.
All right, Peter. Thank you for revealing that big secret. He promised you lunch and he never did it.
And he called.
Promise broken.
And he called you. What was the pony soldier? What?
Horse face.
That was before he was president. He said I was a one-horse pony. And you know what? I will always try. I don't know. I have not covered the Trump White House much, but covered him over the last 10 years or so. Very interested to see what kind of creative nicknames he could possibly come up.
Well,
I'm
if
sure
Donald
he's
Trump,
watching right now. He's got a whole plane ride to think about.
Right. And Peter, if Donald Trump invited you to lunch, you would have lunch. Just saying.
Hey, Mr. President, I'll be here on Monday. So if Obama and Bush and Clinton are going to skip your inaugural lunch, I'm free. I can be there.
All right.
All right. Thanks.
Always
Peter.
looking to
Thank you,
the
Peter.
noon meal. I'm Steve Ducey.
You imagine if Peter Ducey went out there and had lunch with President Trump on Monday? I don't think he'd make it happen on Monday. Monday's a busy day for him. Well, you know, we covered that video there. They're saying his schedule is pretty much full schedule for Monday, maybe Tuesday. See Ducey having lunch with President Trump. I wouldn't sit down and eat with old man Walter. It's got to be hard to eat while everything smells like a colostomy bag. You know, I'm just saying. But either way, next up we got Gold Care focuses on medical freedom and pushes big pharma away. Now, like I stated earlier, this Gold Care company, they're trying to provide, I don't know if it's insurance or just trying to fill the gap of medical needs, but for as low as $10 a month, you can have telecommunications with a doctor where you can talk to a doctor through video call or probably over the phone, try to discuss symptoms and stuff like that. They could probably write you scripts for your needs like that. They also have training to keep yourself healthy and, you know, figure out your diet. There's all kinds of stuff that they offer. I actually went to the website. The website looks pretty badass. I don't know. I know you guys are always talking about insurance and stuff like that, so I figured we would go ahead and hop into this. It sounds kind of like a good idea. Either way, it's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about that plethora of information in that Peter Ducey video. Russell, they're sore losers. Yeah, sitting in the White House, barricading themselves indoors with the TVs off, trying to pretend that President Trump ain't moving in. Mm-hmm. Astro Hammer, you know, the thing. Old man Walter, I didn't even realize he was doing another interview until I saw that video. And just that 1.5 minute that they played in that video of the old man Walter interview, that was enough for me. No need to watch any more of that. What's up, Soccer Sucks? Happy freedom to you. Metal Mouth, I don't know about y'all, but I would pay good money to see Melania beat the shit out of Michelle Obama. That's not a fair fight. You know, fighting against a man, that's not right. Josh 1776, Monday he has to sign 100 times. Yeah, he's going to be busy on Monday. Libby Racer, why is Monday taking so long? I know. Now that we're getting down to it. River, the dog-faced pony soldier. Yeah, they kind of slaughtered that. What they were talking about. SOS, right. It's not personal. Yeah. Try to smooth it over and then never even provided lunch. What a loser. What's up, Jack? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Kirk Allen? Happy freedom to you. Seppa, did he get ice cream after? Yep, he had soft serve right in his pants. Klaus Daniels like, all right, I've heard enough. I've heard enough. Wayward, it's been a hell of a ride since you started streaming in 2020. I agree, Wayward, we've come a long way. What's up, Tom? Happy freedom. Thank you for being here, Jamie. Be safe out there. Thank you for stopping in, Tom. River, what was the 2 words? I don't know what you're referencing. Sean, Barron could whoop Big Mike? Yeah, I think so too. Barron's like 11 feet tall. Big Mike would have to look up. Snooks, it ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. Old man Walter, he's just, that soft stool Biden. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. What's up, Resistance? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans. We're going to move forward. Like I said, this next one has to do with kind of healthcare. It's kind of an interesting idea. And like I said, I did go to the website to see some of the things that they offer. It's called Gold Care, and this video is titled "Gold Care Focuses on Medical Freedom and Pushes Big Pharma Away." I almost said punches. Punches Big Pharma right in the face. Either way, I thought this was an interesting video, and for $10 a month, seems very interesting. Maybe I might get some health insurance. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Again, I don't know what all they cover, but this is a very interesting idea, and I thought you hooligans might enjoy this. So, hit the thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get into this.
Well, now a new platform is forging its own space for healthcare, focused on medical freedom. It's called Gold Care, prioritizing truth and transparency while pushing away big pharma. The CEO of Gold Care, Dr. Simone Gold, joins me now, along with country music superstar John Rich, half of the iconic duo Big and Rich. Thanks to both of you for joining me this morning. John, let me start with you. Welcome back to the show. Last time you and I were talking, we were discussing your Old Glory Bank and its freedom from cancel culture in banking. Freedom's a really important word to you. Tell me about teaming up with Gold Care.
Yeah, so I think kind of like Old Glory Bank, we needed a different option in the world of medicine. And I, like many people during the COVID pandemic, experienced medical tyranny myself. As a matter of fact, the doctor I'd had for 15 years refused to prescribe things I was asking for, like ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine. When I wanted to try that route and see if it worked, they wouldn't even prescribe it. So I fired that doctor, actually, at that point, probably like a lot of people did. What Dr. Gold has done is she's put together a conglomerate of independent doctors who will tell you the truth, who are not on the big pharma payroll. They're not a part of some medical industrial complex. They're there to actually help the patients. And when I found out it's $20 a month for your whole family to be a member of goldcare.com, I signed up immediately. My wife's already had 3 sessions with doctors, and I've had 2.
$20 a month for the whole family is a game changer for folks. I mean, Dr. Gold, tell me more about Gold Care, because you created it to dismantle Big Pharma's grip on our healthcare system. So what is it? How does it work?
We are here to help patients just like John Rich and patients all across America. We want patients, all people, to have access to solid information from unbiased sources. We saw during COVID that the doctors, government, and media was giving out certain talking points and protocols according to Big Pharma's agenda and government agenda. So we said we can't have that. We need to prioritize the doctor-patient relationship. So Gold Care has telemedicine doctors all across the entire nation, available to every person in the country, where you can get unbiased information. Our doctors are all independent. They don't get any kind of connection. We don't have any connection to Big Pharma, but we just give you the truth. So, for example, if you had COVID, you would have been able to get hydroxychloroquine or ivermectin. If you're concerned about bird flu, if you want to know the truth about Ozempic, if you want to know if you should be on a particular medication that your doctor put you on 20 years ago, and if you still need that medicine, it's sad to say that most of the time you don't know if the doctor is telling you the unbiased, unvarnished truth, because they are being incentivized on the back end. So we at goldcare.com, we're not incentivized other than to help the patient in front of us.
Yeah, it's a fascinating concept. And John, tell me about transparency when it comes to pricing, because I think everybody has their own personal medical story, right? You go to the doctor, you leave a procedure, and then you're hit with something totally unexpected. Like for me and my husband, I just gave birth 8 months ago. We paid everything we owed at the time. And then now a month ago, we're hit with thousands more dollars, you know, that they didn't tell us about in the first place. So how is this going to change the game in terms of transparency?
Well, when you set up an appointment in like a 15 or 30-minute block with one of these doctors, like what I did, it's basically this really affordable rate. You just pay as you go and you get real information. I mean, the amount of time I have personally saved now from learning what I learned in my 15-minute session is unbelievable. And I know, Dr. Gold, we could go on and on about this, but at goldcare.com, if you go on there and read about it, it is an absolute vault of information, a vault. Like, you can do all your own research as long as you want to. You will never get the info you get off this website. So I urge people to do it for $20 a month. What an ace up your sleeve that is to have for yourself and your family.
Yeah, why not try it? And Dr. Gold, for people watching right now who are saying, hey, this sounds pretty good for me and my loved ones, how do they get signed up? Where do you start?
Listen, we made it really easy for the consumer. I know the complexity you're talking about. You know, you get these bills later, you get these long statements, all of that. We have none of that. Just go to goldcare.com. It takes about 2 minutes to sign up. There's no long contract. If for some reason you don't like it, you just leave at any time and you start taking the classes right away. We've got nutrition classes, weight loss classes. We've got all sorts of classes on any subject, bird flu. People are, that's the big subject these days. If you want to leave your insurance model behind and try something different, I have not had health insurance for more than 10 years, but I do have a financial safety net in place. So the situation you've gone through where you get these bills 8 months later, we teach you how to exit that system if you're interested in that. If you have a question in the medical health space, Gold Care's got the answer.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to
Well, like I was saying, sounds good. I got the website pulled up here. We'll put it full screen. Holy, am I not going to be able to talk? All right, so this is our Gold Care website. This is what the front page looks like if you land on it. But if you go to their memberships, this is what that page looks like. And it says for $10 a month, you get access to Dr. Gold's list of unbiased providers. You pay as you go consultations, medical plus, naturopathic doctors, exclusive classes, webinars, and health tips for all insurance, no insurance, or on Medicare. So I don't know exactly what all is included in all of that, like to get really into the details. I don't know if they can help you talk to somebody in person, but I bet they could probably give you prescriptions and stuff like that if you need it. Like they were talking in the video, they would say that they would even provide, or not provide, but point you in the direction of ivermectin and stuff like that if they thought it would benefit you. It sounds like the majority of this is to be able to have consultation, to be able to talk with a medical professional, figure out what's going on with you, and try to find a path to make you a little bit healthier and happier. At least that's what I got from the video. Again, for $10 a month, that doesn't sound too bad. If you go to the doctor's office here, I think it's $90 just to walk in. And so $10 a month, that might be the way to go. And like I said, I always see hooligans talking about insurance and health problems and stuff like that. So I thought that this would be kind of a beneficial video, potentially, for you hooligans. I'll go ahead and drop the link in the chat for that Gold Care. That way, if you're interested, you can just go check it out. I just showed you the website, but if you want to find more details, this link right here will take you right to their website. Again, just randomly came across this. I think Snook sent it to me. I'm not getting any kickbacks or anything if you guys go and sign up for this. I just thought it might be a good idea, and maybe you guys would be interested in it. Just throw my chapstick here. Either way, next up we got... TikTok CEO has made a response on the U.S. Supreme Court decision to uphold the TikTok ban. It does appear that TikTok is going to be banned on Sunday, but like we've talked about a lot, President Trump has come out and he said that he believes that TikTok played a part in him winning the presidential election. He believes it helped him reach younger people and whatnot. He's not against TikTok, so I believe that TikTok may be saved by President Trump, but you never know. In this video, which it is quiet, and I'll try and remind you guys again, you're going to have to turn up your devices to hear the CEO speak. I don't know why they recorded it so quietly, but in a sense, it's almost like he's begging President Trump to do something about the TikTok ban. So we'll see how all of that goes. That video is coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about this Gold Care medical membership you can take part in. Alistair, yeah, it's nuts. Expensive to go to the doctor, spend 4 hours in the office, and all you need is some amoxicillin and you're good to go. Yeah, Alistair, I hate going to the doctor. I always go in, they never know what's wrong. They want to charge me a bunch of money, and then none of it fixes my problems. It just is a problem itself. That's why I don't. Well, you guys saw I was dying last week. I didn't lift a finger to go to the doctor. I'd rather go to the morgue. For real, I can't stand doctors. I don't know. I just can't. Either way, reading through. Cassie J, you thought the woman had a soothing voice? Yeah, and I think the room she was in was contributing to it. It was kind of had a reverb in the room with her. Zero, Simone Gold was in jail for J6. The doctor in the video. That's interesting. I'm a little surprised they didn't bring it up, but at the same time, I think it was News Nation covering it. So if they would have realized she was a J6er, they probably wouldn't have did the interview. Oh, thank you for being here, Zero. Be safe out there. MC, yeah, they jailed Dr. Gold for her views. Well, that's interesting. I mean, I was already kind of sold on potentially getting the service. Now that I know it's a J6er, I'm even more inclined to do so. Jack, TikTok ain't going away. Yeah, I think President Trump's going to bring it back. I think if it actually does get banned, I think President Trump's going to undo all of that. What's up, Miss Jamie? Happy freedom to you. Metal Mouth. Would insanity be a health problem? Yeah, it's your mental health. Now, I don't know what they can do about it, but yeah. SOS, Dr. Gold is the real deal. She has stood up for Americans' health care from day one. It's badass, SOS. Jack, I place my doctor and my butcher on the same intellectual level. Actually, I think my butcher knows more about what's going on or what's good for me. Yeah, Jack, I know it's because doctors, they get kickbacks off these medicine. Whatever new medicine is out, the more they can prescribe patients to it, the more money they get kicked back. It's like an affiliate program or something. I don't know. I don't trust doctors at all. High Plains Drifter, is your doctor a healer or a dealer? That's right. Happy Freedom Information Warlord. Appreciate you being with us. What's up, Trig Crazy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, TYR? Happy freedom to you. True Crazy saying hello to everybody over on YouTube. Yeah. Proud Patriot Girly, I did a review for my new doctor, and I can no longer schedule an appointment with him. Yeah, our medical system sucks. Big time. Visions, ever hear of goldbacks? Maybe. Do they look like dollars, but they're gold? Like it's supposed to be real gold? I've heard of that. I don't know a whole lot about it, but if that's not what you're talking about, then no, I'm not sure what you're talking about. What's up, Rodney? Happy freedom to you. Ah, Rodney. That just made me think of that Dear Penis song. The guy who sings his name is Rodney something. What's up, Ron? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Disheveled? Happy freedom to you. Yeah, TYR, can't wait. Can't wait for the inauguration. What's up, Madline? Happy freedom. Is anyone tired of winning yet? Nah, building up to it. Can't wait though, President Trump. He said we're going to be tired of it. Tired of the winning. No worries, Trigger Crazy. No, Astro Hammer. No. Not Bambi. That's the wrong Deer Penis. Holy. All right, moving forward. Goodness. Like I said, this next video, it is a quiet video, so you're going to have to turn the volume up a little bit because the CEO from China or whatever, he talks quiet, okay? Can't help that. It's titled Tik Tok CEO has made a response on the U.S. Supreme Court decision to uphold the TikTok ban. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick, if you would like to join the membership program over on Rumble, all you have to do is click the big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to go to rumble.com, come to the live, hop in the chat. And like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We got chapstick emojis, screaming goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live like we have coming up on Sunday. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. Let's get this video pulled up. Like I said, it's the TikTok CEO. And this video is quiet. It is a little quiet, okay? So don't jack your volume up yet. But it's a little quiet. You are going to have to turn it up. Either way, let's get into this. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get her rolling.
Hi everyone, it's Sho here. As you know, we have been fighting to protect the constitutional right to free speech for the more than 170 million Americans who use our platform every day to connect, create, discover, and achieve their dreams. On behalf of everyone at TikTok and all our users across the country, I want to thank President Trump for his commitment to work with us to find a solution that keeps TikTok available in the United States. This is a strong stand for the First Amendment and against arbitrary censorship. As we've said, TikTok is a place where people can create communities, discover new interests, and express themselves, including over 7 million American businesses who earn a living and gain new customers using our platform. We are grateful and pleased to have the support of a president who truly understands our platform, one who has used TikTok to express his own thoughts and perspectives, connecting with the world and generating more than 60 billion views of his content in the process. To all American users, thank you for making our TikTok community such a rich and vibrant space, for surprising and delighting us every day. Rest assured, we will do everything in our power to ensure our platform thrives as your online home for limitless creativity and discovery, as well as a source of inspiration and joy for years to come. Thank you. More to come.
So that video is making its rounds over on X. A lot of people saying it's the CEO begging President Trump to save TikTok. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, it's very controversial. Some people believe that it's really about China. Other people believe it's about control. Some people are excited that TikTok is gone, and other people, well, they don't want to see it go. We'll know soon. It's on schedule to be banned on Sunday. The Supreme Court did delegate about it for 3 days or something like that. It started last Friday. They didn't wrap it up until yesterday, or maybe it was earlier today. Maybe it's longer than 3 days now that I think about it. But either way, they finally came to a decision to go ahead and let it get banned on Sunday. But like I said before, President Trump, he thinks that TikTok's okay. He thinks it played a part in his victory in the presidential election. And so he's for keeping TikTok around. There's a lot of people inquiring about purchasing TikTok. Elon's talked about it. The platform Kick was inquiring about it. Mr. Beast was talking about it. Kevin O'Leary, or whatever his name is, they call him Mr. Wonderful for whatever reason. He's been talking about purchasing it for over a year at this point. And as far as I know, they don't have intentions to actually sell the platform. So lots going on around TikTok. And with that being the case, it really makes me feel like this whole TikTok thing is just a big ass distraction. Just a whole bunch of look over here and don't look over there. Don't ask about the drones. Don't ask about the Cybertruck explosion. Don't ask about New Orleans. Don't ask about the people who are suffering in North Carolina. What happened to the fires in California? Oh, it's old news now. It's like, I don't know, but I really think this TikTok ban situation is more of a distraction than anything else. I think President Trump is going to save TikTok. I don't know for sure, of course. I don't know what President Trump is thinking, but I assume he's going to do something to help TikTok out. Either way, next up, we got Rudy Giuliani reaches settlement in property dispute over defamation judgment. Now, Rudy Giuliani, he's walking through hell because he accused these two people of interfering with the 2020 election. They are on camera, and it does appear that they are doing criminal activity with our ballots and stuff like that. Now, the court has gone after Rudy Giuliani, trying to get him to forfeit Super Bowl rings he's got, expensive cars, expensive houses, and all kinds of stuff. Take everything away from him is what they're trying to do. But in this upcoming video, with this recent ruling, it actually went in his favor, and he's not going to have to forfeit a few of those very expensive items. All of that is coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about the TikTok CEO pretty much begging President Trump to save TikTok. Russell, I like Kevin O'Leary. He just seems fake, so I don't mess with him. But I've never seen Shark Tank or anything like that, so I don't have anything that really has. I haven't been provided with anything to give me a reason to like him. He just seems like somebody who's fake and got a lot of money, and that doesn't impress me. But maybe there's clips and videos and shows with him on it that would change my mind. I just haven't seen it. I just keep seeing him in interviews talking about how he wants to purchase TikTok. That's really all I know about him. Trick Crazy, KFC's new fries are awesome. Now you're informed. Thank you for letting me know, Trick Crazy. I haven't been to KFC in a long time. I used to work there when I was a teenager. There was nothing bad. That's one of the only restaurants I've worked at where I would actually go back and eat the food. There's nothing weird about KFC. I mean, you know, things have changed. It was over half my life ago when I worked there, but back when I worked there, everything in KFC was straight. Yeah, a lot of their sides are add water and stir, like the mashed potatoes and stuff. But everything else pretty much is real food and cooked in a real way. I don't know. This must be why it's so expensive. Oh, Alistair, I didn't realize that was your Mindy. You guys are so badass. I'm so happy to have you guys on the website. Cassie J. I seen a video on X that showed how ivermectin affects parasites. It paralyzed and killed the parasites. That's interesting, Cassie J. I know there's a lot of people who swear by the ivermectin stuff. I haven't picked any up. I've considered it, though. Snooks, I'm sus of Carrie O'Leary, too. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything against the guy, but I've just never seen any clip or interview or anything like that that won me over. Ted Man, I don't know what to think about the TikTok fiasco. See, I don't either, and it really doesn't matter to a whole lot of people, which is why I think it receiving so much attention from so many different angles really makes me feel like it's a distraction. They give us more information about this TikTok story than any other story. Every other story has big, like, holes in it. And we always want follow-ups to figure it out. Nothing ever seems clear. Most stories don't seem to make any kind of sense. But we know every little aspect about this TikTok story, and that's highly unusual for the news. And so it really makes me think it's a distraction. Now, I guess they are trying to ban it, but at the same time, why is it getting so much media coverage? Sure, Crazy Jeff should run TikTok. Nah, I'd do it. Oh, I believe you, Alistair. Happy to have you guys. Thank you so much, David. Appreciate the $5 donation over on Rumble. You're a badass. Thank you so much, David. Says life is good. Glad to hear it. Hey, thank you for being here, David. Be safe out there. Jack, it would be funny if Trump saved TikTok and then Elon bought it. I think lefties would all auto asphyxiate. And I can't even read half those words. They would delete themselves. There's a good possibility of that, Jack. That would be something. But it'd be more people going to Blue Sky, though. I think they'd leave TikTok and go to Blue Sky. I think if Blue Sky came out with short form content, which maybe they have, I don't know, I've never been there. But I think if they replicated what TikTok does with their short videos, I think a lot of people from TikTok would go to Blue Sky anyways. There's a lot of liberals on TikTok, and a lot of that is because of the news. The news told everyone to hate TikTok, and a lot of older people believed it. And they were like, oh yeah, TikTok's bad, it's for brain dead people and whatever. But what happened is because of that, it caused TikTok to become this liberal cesspool. Now, President Trump showed up over there, and then a whole bunch of conservatives went over to TikTok, which brought a lot of conservative content to TikTok. But it'd been hurt so much with publicity and propaganda and stuff like that, that it is very much a liberal cesspool. It's not really the platform's fault itself. It's more like the media coverage of it that pushed people away from TikTok. But like we've all come to the conclusion, TikTok content is everywhere. It's not just on TikTok. It's on all social media. TikTok's not really any worse than any other platform. But because conservatives were pushed away early on, back in the COVID days, it really made the platform unbalanced. And the liberals over there are crazy. I played a couple videos for you guys of the 4B movement, America style, where it's a bunch of big fat liberal women who are talking bad about men, and they're laying claim over the 4B movement, which is something that started in South Korea, where they have different social norms. They have different standards over there. The women over there aren't exactly being treated as equals. They started the 4B movement because of that. Over-entitled, heavy hippo buffalo women over here grabbed that movement, hijacked it big time as a reason to shit on men because they're mad. And things like that are able to live on TikTok because it's so unbalanced. There's so much liberalism going on over there. So maybe a little ban will be okay. Yeah, just for a little bit. And yeah, if President Trump saves TikTok, I really wonder what the liberals are going to think of that. Sure, crazy. YouTube is 90% TikTok content. Yeah. Facebook is like that too. Master Meatball, I'm over on Blue Sky just to hear what's being said. I don't even argue with them. Yeah, I thought about going over there just to claim my name so somebody else doesn't do it, but I don't know if it's worth it. I went to Threads for that same exact reason, and that hasn't been worth a whole lot of anything. There's nothing over there to look at. It's liberals all, advising each other to cut their wieners off and stuff. Not really any space for me to make statements over there. I just tell everyone we're going live, and that's it. No, Miss Jamie. I need to check my Twitter messages. I got a whole list of messages over there. I haven't had a chance to check on that stuff. I've been just sick. I got hit so hard with whatever got me. I just dropped everything and died for a week. What's up, J. Ron? Happy freedom to you. Wayward, I worked at White Castle. It's just like in the movies. I've never seen a White Castle anything on TV. I think only one time. Don't they go to White Castle in Cable Guy? I think that's the only time I've seen White Castle. And that might not even be White Castle. But I've never seen the White Castle restaurant in person before. I don't even know where there is one. What's up, Shake and Bake? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Rhyme Time? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Dog Nuts? Happy freedom. I've never seen Harold and Kumar. I know what it is, but I've never liked movies like that. They always seem like preppy jock kind of dudes, even though they like smoke weed in the movies. They've always been soft little sissies to me. And so when I see those movies and it's supposed to be funny, but to me it ain't funny. They just look like sissies pretending to be stoners. I've always felt that way. So I've never seen Harold and Kumar. I've never seen Wild Lampoon or whatever it is. I've never seen any of that stuff. I can't watch it. It just seems really fake to me. What's up, Deloric? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Zeus Boot? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Shane? Happy freedom. It's Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle is a great movie. Oh, maybe I need to give them another shot. I was a teenager when I made those decisions, and you guys know me. I'm kind of stubborn, definitely. So maybe you guys can convince me to give it another chance. I felt the same way about what is those movies Hair Juicer sent me? The Life of Brian and all that. Whoever makes it. God, I can't even think what it's called now. I felt the same way about those movies. I did not like those movies. I never wanted to watch them. Monty Python. Never wanted to watch that stuff. Hair Juicer sent me those videos, and now those are like some of my favorite movies to watch. They're hilarious now, but when I was a teenager, I was against it. So maybe Harold and Kumar and all that, maybe they're in the same boat. Maybe I was just too biased too early on. Shane, they should change the name Blue Sky to Blue Hair. That's right. That's right. What's up, Too Real? Happy freedom. What's up, Metallica? Happy freedom to you. Shane, DJI is Chinese like TikTok. They're trying to ban DJI drones as well. I was just talking about that yesterday. I keep seeing stuff saying it's already banned, and I thought it was really weird because my buddy flies drones and stuff, and he's really big about DJI. What's up, Corey Luca? Happy freedom to you. I will check that out. Thank you for letting me know, Corey Luca. What's up, Patriot Roy? Happy freedom to you. I think it's so awesome. You guys all stop on YouTube and then you're like, all right, enough of this bullshit. I'm going to Rumble. You guys are so awesome. Best hooligans ever. Rodney, I didn't like mushrooms when I was a kid. I don't like mushrooms now unless they take you on a vacation. Russell, I get White Castle at Kroger. You mean the microwavable White Castle stuff? I've never heard anything good about that, but maybe it's changed. Metal Mile, Jeff Mack, stubborn? Perish the thought. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of an asshole, it just is. It is the way it is. We're gonna go ahead and move forward here. We got 2 more videos of news, and then we got our fun stuff coming up next. I told you guys we had a ton of news today. This next video is Rudy Giuliani. It's titled Rudy Giuliani Reaches Settlement in Property Dispute Over Defamation Judgment. Let's go ahead and get this pulled up. I've described what's in this video like 3 times, so I will save you guys the yapping. And we'll just go ahead and get into this. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani never showed up for trial this morning in Lower Manhattan.
But hours later, a settlement was reached in his defamation judgment that he owed to former Georgia election workers. Alice Gaynor was in the courtroom.
As the hours ticked by, the witness stand remained empty. Rudy Giuliani was a no-show for his bench trial to determine whether he had to give up his Florida condo and 3 World Series rings in the defamation judgment against him. Early afternoon, it was announced court was adjourned until Tuesday with no explanation. But then his son Andrew Giuliani was spotted inside the courtroom with attorneys. Soon after, a settlement was announced.
He gets to keep the New York co-op, he gets to keep the Florida condominium, and he gets to retain all his personal belongings.
In 2023, a jury awarded Ruby Freeman and her daughter Shay Moss $148 million in a judgment against Rudy Giuliani for falsely claiming they engaged in a fake ballot processing scheme in Fulton County, Georgia during the 2020 election. They released a statement that reads in part, "The past 4 years have been a living nightmare. We have fought to clear our names, restore our reputations, and prove that we did nothing wrong. Today is a major milestone in our journey. We have reached an agreement and we can now move forward with our lives. We have agreed to allow Mr. Giuliani to retain his property in exchange for compensation and his promise not to ever defame us." Giuliani's attorney read part of his prepared statement, saying this does not involve an admission of liability or wrongdoing and that
no one deserves to be subjected to threats, harassment, or intimidation.
Andrew Giuliani, who Rudy says the World Series rings belong to, didn't say much about the case other than it was a good day.
I couldn't be any more proud of him than I am right now.
Last week, a judge in Washington, D.C. found Giuliani in contempt, saying he continued to defame the election workers. Rudy Giuliani's attorney would not say where his client was. He also wouldn't go into compensation numbers, only saying terms of the agreement were confidential. Outside of the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan, Alice Gaynor, CBS News, New York.
Well, it seems like a small victory for Rudy Giuliani. We covered many times the whole defamation thing. He accused those poll workers or whatever they were, people who volunteered to work with the election. They're on camera and they're doing weird stuff with the ballots. And I think Rudy Giuliani was just saying what he was seeing. Now, the corrupt court system and everything else, of course, they went after him. Just like we saw Joyless Reid saying, oh, if you question things with the election, you have to just shut the hell up. Well, yeah, that's the media's fault and the corrupt government and everything else. So, of course, they've been going after Rudy Giuliani, but now he doesn't have to forfeit possession of his World Series rings or his condo, and I think he has another property that they were trying to get. He did have to forfeit a classic car that was worth millions of dollars or $100,000, something like that. It was a very expensive classic car. He did have to forfeit that. Hopefully this stuff is winding down. What's really interesting is the way that they talk about the court situation, how he did not appear in court, but his attorney did. A lot of times your attorney, who is your representation in this situation, with them representing you, you don't have to be present, especially if there's concerns that you may be arrested or you may have to go into custody temporarily or something like that. You can avoid all of that and just have your attorney show up. They can't arrest your attorney for you, you know? So there's legal loopholes and stuff like that. I've been in a situation where my attorney did conceal me because I was in a position to be arrested at one point in time or another because of stuff going on in my life. Of course, I don't have court situations now because I don't make bad decisions, but having an attorney can definitely be useful. And it's nice to hear that Rudy Giuliani's actually getting a break for once, because they've been going after him nonstop since like 2020. So a little win for Rudy Giuliani there. We got the last little bit of the news coming up. It's titled, "Some border crossers are leaving the U.S. before Trump's inauguration. These people are self-deporting," which is nice to hear. They're smart enough to at least know what's going on. It's better to walk away than to be carried out. You know, either way, it's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Rudy Giuliani and his current situation. Thank you for letting me know, Snooks. I'll check it out. You guys are talking about Popeye's chicken and Hawk Tuh over on the website. I'm telling you, you guys need to get a membership. Won't be disappointed. Thank you so much, JT3, for that $10 donation over on Rumble. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much, JT3. It says, "Happy Freedom Friday, Jeff Mack. I've been so out of the loop the last couple of weeks." I've been out of the loop too, being sick and everything else. And really, you haven't missed much. The news has been scarce for the last 2 weeks. We've been doing everything we can to try and find things to cover. And today we got an overabundance of news. Besides, all the good stuff happens next week anyways, after the inauguration. SOS. America's mayor, Rudy Giuliani, 80 years old, has been terrorized. Georgia and New York officials are so sick. I agree. And they do Rudy Giuliani so bad. They take the worst photos ever and put them all over the screen, and they're like, yeah, he's a fraud and blah, 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 blah. It's terrible. Trigger Crazy, you're not supposed to tell the comrades what happens here. Trigger Crazy, how do you think we're going to get them to come to the website if they don't know what we do on the website? Master Meemaw, did you hear that? He's not just sure, he's definitely sure. Yeah, absolutely. That reminds me of the South Park episode where Cartman's walking around and he's like, I'm not just positive, I'm HIV positive. And everybody's all offended and stuff. Good stuff. Definitely. Wayward Friday is my favorite movie. I like the first couple Fridays. They keep kind of suggesting that they're going to come out with a new Friday movie, but they've been doing that for like a decade. Yeah, Minister Meatball, that's what I think I'm going to do right after the live. I realize I made myself vulnerable by talking about it out loud. Non-woke, Rudy gives the judge the finger once again. Mm-hmm. What's up, Chaplain? Happy freedom to you. Explain the butcher paper covering the windows in Detroit as well as the mail-in ballots being dumped at 4:30. Oh, absolutely, Chaplain. There's so much stuff. We covered the 2020 election, all the hearings, and all, we covered it in great detail. Every moment of it. We didn't miss one hearing. We saw all the evidence, everyone that provided the evidence. We covered all that stuff. Them going after Rudy Giuliani is wrong. It is wrong. What's up, Garrett? Happy freedom to you. Jamie Crow, ready to go to Washington, D.C. this weekend. That's awesome. I hope you have a good time. Russell, what happens on the site stays on the site. It's like Vegas. Mm-hmm. What's up, RML? Happy freedom. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, you're big and sneaky. Look at you, big and sneaky. Mm-hmm. This big hooligan cat. Holy. What, you gonna sneeze? Give us a good one. You're gonna kill Grandma sneezing like that. Mm-hmm. Big bear cat. All right, you need to go sit down. We ain't done yet. Don't you worry. I'll get you some snacks. RML, they were on video, right? Just like cell phone data isn't good for drop boxes. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing is people being on video messing with the drop boxes and stuff. You know what's real funny is the people that were setting the drop boxes on fire this election. You notice that story just went away? There was like 2 or 3 drop boxes that somebody had threw something inside of it in Oregon or something like that, or maybe it was Washington State, and burned all the ballots in the drop boxes, and then that story just disappeared. They just stopped talking about it. That's how it goes. Either way, we're going to get into this last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. This last one's titled, Some Border Crossers Leaving the U.S. Before Trump's Inauguration.
Just a couple minutes.
It's probably like a vacation. Like, where you been the last couple of years? Oh, I went to America. They had the border wide open, but as soon as Big Daddy Trump came home, yeah, we had to get going, so I figured I'd come back. Stupid. Hit the thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get into this.
Just a couple minutes to the top of the hour here, and President-elect Trump has promised to carry out the largest deportation operation in U.S. history. And before those operations begin, some migrants are already choosing to leave the country voluntarily. News Nation's Jorge Ventura joins us live from San Antonio, Texas this morning with more on this story. Jorge, how many migrants are we actually seeing doing this, leaving voluntarily?
Right now, Marky, it's unclear, but we are starting to see a trend, and this comes as cities across the U.S. and Mexico are now bracing for President-elect's deportation operation. But his hardline messaging on those deportation efforts have some migrants panicking and some even choosing now to self-deport back to their home countries. I spoke with immigration attorney Rolando Vasquez, who tells me that some of the immigrants that he represents that entered under the Biden administration are now choosing to return home, fearing deportation under the incoming administration.
Just as recent as yesterday, they notified me that they're going to depart the country voluntarily, and understanding that, the Trump administration is going to carry through on their promises.
And it's not just Trump's deportation plans that are influenced these decisions. Vasquez says it's also that Mexico is now open to accepting non-Mexican deportees. Mexico's move would impact Cuban and Venezuelan migrants the most, since those countries typically do not accept deportation flights from the U.S., but may from Mexico.
This is causing for many migrants to leave on their own, knowing that they're either going to be deported to their home country or be deported to Mexico. And they obviously, the overwhelming majority of them do not want to be in Mexico.
And my sources in Mexico tell me that it's likely that cartels and smugglers will exploit, kidnap, and extort those newly deported migrants. As of right now, it's unclear if Mexico has a plan to protect those deported migrants, Marky.
Yeah, border's about to change on Monday. At least that's what voters were promised. Jorge Ventura, thank you so much, live from San Antonio this morning. Thanks for watching.
Just can't help themselves. Gotta take that last jab at President Trump. Fuck you, News Nation. Eat shit. Can't stand him. Well, it's gonna be a different border on Monday. Well, at least that's what voters were promised. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean? These people are leaving the country on their own already because they know what's coming. But you, covering the news, you don't know what's going on? Oh, okay. Okay. What an idiot. She just looked dumb. She just made herself look really dumb by doing that. She didn't have to say that. She didn't have to do that at all. Everybody knows what's going on. That was the biggest promise that I think President Trump made, is that we're going to close the border and we're going to do the mass deportation. Now, of course, there's many other promises that I assume he's going to keep, but that was the big one. That was the real big one. When we were covering all the election stuff, time and time again, we're hearing people, oh, I voted for President Trump because he's going to close the border. Because that's something that affects all of us. Biden made all of us border states. They let 25 million illegals into the country. And then this douchebag is like, oh, well, if he keeps his promise. Yeah, okay. All right. She says that until she gets victimized by a border crosser. What were they saying when Lake and Riley, all that stuff happened? Oh, they were real sorry. Now they want to play games. They want to play games about the border. Like they don't know what's going on. Soft ass News Nation. Either way, like I said, that is the last little bit of the news. We got two funny videos coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about these border crossers self-deporting. Man, selfish little hobbits. You got your money and your freebies. Now get out. That's what they're doing. Oh, I will, Snooks. Muskie Boss, sometimes the cold is a bonus. Yeah, they don't do well in the cold. They don't like it up here. RML, do you think we'll take on the cartel? I do think so. I think President Trump is going to do something about the cartel. Old man Walter, I think he's been in bed with the cartel this whole time. But we'll see. Starting on Monday, it's a new America. Sim Killer, happy freedom to you. Now they cover the border. Yeah. Yeah. After denying the border was a problem, Now they got cameras on the border. Well, they were bringing it up every once in a while to tell everyone to be really, really scared because there was, I don't remember what they call them now, large groups of border crossers heading this way, and they were going to enter the country, and oh my God. And I was saying during the last one that was happening, and I can't remember what they call the group of people, but either way, hordes. They're hordes of people, but they were talking, 10,000 border crossers are on the way to the border right now to try and get into the country before President Trump becomes president. And they were talking about it for like 2 weeks. And I kept telling you guys that they lie about that shit. They lie about it to make you fearful and to distract us from other stuff going on. And then what happened? It all fizzled out. Never made it. Never showed up. Never came true. It was all bullshit. Just stupid news. High Plains Drifter, I self-deported to the kitchen at lunchtime. Yeah, High Plains Drifter, gotta do that sometimes. What's up, Shom? Happy freedom to you. Drone them. High Plains Drifter. Nah, they're already leave them. Just let them go. A caravan. Thank you, Agent O. Yes. They'd always tell you about these caravans showing up, and sometimes it would happen, but most of the time it wouldn't. Most of the time there'd be nothing. Nobody would be coming across, not in any bigger groups than what shows up every day. Non-woke, it's beyond disgusting what Biden has done to the country. Oh, I totally agree. President Trump, he's going to be busy on day one, trying to undo everything that old man Walter did. Didn't old man Walter sign more executive orders on the first day than any other president as well? He really is the worst of the worst. 10-man, I read there's supposed to be 20 big protests in D.C. Monday. It's going to be crazy. See, I wonder how the weather is going to affect all that, if they're supposed to be getting a big snowstorm. We're going to be covering it. I'm going to wake up early and everything to see if there's protests going on. And like I keep saying, I think we're going to be starting off the day on Monday covering protests, and then we'll be covering the inauguration ceremony, and then probably more protests after the inauguration. I don't know if it'll lead all the way till nighttime where they start setting fire on stuff. That's kind of 2020 stuff, and I don't know if they're going to be that outraged. But we'll see. We'll be around and we'll be covering it. What's up, pro-gun? Happy freedom to you. Joe Biden is a criminal pardoning criminals. You're right. You are absolutely right. Sure crazy Antifa can't handle the cold? Yeah. Russell, yes, we are going to do a voice chat in 14 minutes. It's probably not going to happen right in 14 minutes, but right after the live, yeah, we'll be doing the voice chat. All right, hooligans. Like I said, that is the last little bit of the news. We're going to get into our fun stuff. This first funny video of the day is titled Ass Salted. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick, if you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use that Linktree link in the description in order to send donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Let's get these funny videos pulled up really quick here. There we go. Like I said, this first one's titled Ass Salted.
Who moves first has to cook dinner. Oh no, fuck this, I'll just cook this.
So if you missed the beginning there, she said the first one to move has to cook dinner. He cheated. Hit her with that glitter fart. Wins every time. Now we're going to get into our official funny video of the day. Let me get this pulled up. You guys are going to love this. This is hooliganese all day. All right. This is titled, The Fed Boy Instructed to Monitor Me.
Air fryer, asparagus, what temperature? Oh my God, dude, this guy looks this up every single week. How can he not remember? Oh, come on, bro, it's not even noon. Doing that already? This guy must work from home. I like your style, man. Is it safe to eat expired yogurt? No, don't eat it. Oh, again? Already? What's the difference between effect and effect? Okay, this one, yeah, that gets me too. I feel you there, man. Hey, Jim, it looks like this guy's using an illegal gambling site. Do we want to do anything?
Who's he betting on?
He's betting on the Vikings.
Sounds like he has enough problems.
All right. Why is this guy even on Zillow? You think you can afford a pool? Third time? Good Lord, dude. Who is the oldest college football player? Oh, bro, you think you still got a shot? Trying to go back? They don't make Division 4, buddy. Side effects from eating spoiled yogurt. Dude, this guy. Homemade bomb. Homemade bomb. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Bomb sauce. False alarm. False alarm. He's just trying to make the sauce from Hot Ones. Emergency health clinic near me. Idiot.
Yes. It's got to be hard being a federal agent monitoring hooligans and stuff. They don't want to see your search history. They really don't. But they don't find that out till they get there, do they? Mm-hmm. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to drop this Linktree link in all of the chats for you guys. We're going to read through, see what you hooligans thought about today's coffee. And then we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. All right, hooligans, there's the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Of course, we are going to be live this Sunday, just saying. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there in the chat while watching the live. You will also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, which is to encourage open discussion. You'll have access to the arcade, which is full of games that are a ton of fun. And you will also have access to our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats that gives you the ability to text each other, call each other, video call each other, group texting, group calling, group video calling, and more. jeffmaclive.com is the place to be and the home of the hooligans, so definitely go get yourself a membership. We're going to read through really quick, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Happy Freedom Friday to you, Astral Hammer. Holy, I feel like I can't talk. Can't clear my throat enough. That's what she said. Anyways. Sure, crazy women love that old Dutch oven. That's how you know she's the one. I don't know about all that. That might be too much. Russell, oh damn, that's rank. Yeah, he hit her with the wet one. That was, I mean, it sounded like he needed to wipe after that. I'm just saying. Thank you, Jay Spray. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, Too Old to Care. Make the most of the rest of your day, Too Old to Care. Hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you, RML. Thank you, Miss Jamie. Thank you, Enchanted Girl. Thank you, Matthew. High Plains Drifter, I call him Fuds. Is it Fuds or is it FUDs? I don't know. I don't do stuff like that. I just blame it on Klaus Daniels. Even if I'm at Walmart, I'd be just wandering through the Mallwart, just rip a Skippy really quick in the mayonnaise aisle and be like, damn it, Klaus. And then you just cut around the corner. Appeal to Evan. See? Sparkle farts. She enjoyed it. She liked it a lot. She was so excited, she ran up and made dinner. That's fantastic. What's up, Elisa? Happy freedom to you. Told to care something isn't right in Georgia. Watch the rhinos. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on in Georgia. And they were supposed to be making changes to the way they vote and all of that. I thought they were cleaning Georgia up, but time will tell. Enchanted Girl, I'm more worried about the rally on Sunday. Well, I think the rally on Sunday is going to take place in the same spot that the inauguration is going to happen. And so hopefully they'll have all the security that a person could need. Although it was supposed to be that way in Butler, Pennsylvania, so I don't know. Just hoping for the best. Pro-gun dude crop dusted the entire kitchen. I mean, as long as he's paying bills, you know, he's paying bills, he's got rights to it. Appreciate you, MU. Teasel, I've made 2 people throw up. I don't have an accolade like that. What's up, Jim? Happy freedom to you. Shane, that one's going to itch when it dries. I know, that's what I'm saying. He needs to go check his drawers. Shane, I don't know if I'd want her cooking my food after that. She might be a little spiteful. Agent, no, that fart sounded untrustable. I don't trust any of them. Not at all. I don't blame him, though. I was telling you guys yesterday, you know, legend has it. If a guy doesn't fart, his balls will blow up. So, you know, you gotta do it. It's better than a trip to the hospital. We love you too, True Crazy. Welcome back, Silver Wolf. Why can't I talk? I don't talk too much. That's what's going on. Either way, it is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. Let's get these beats rolling. We're going to read through one last time just to make sure no hooligans are left behind. But like I said, we are wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. It is Free Speech Saturday, so that means no YouTube and no Twitch. So if you watch on those 2 soft-ass platforms, go ahead and use the Linktree link in the description to make your way to a better platform for tomorrow's live. You do not have to create an account to watch on a free speech platform, but you do have to have an account if you want to hang out in the chat. So keep that in mind. But tomorrow's Free Speech Saturday. We ain't got time for crazy community guidelines and catching strikes and everything like that. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at the soft-ass platforms. That ain't my fault, okay? It's their fault that we had to start Free Speech Saturday. So keep that in mind. We're going to read through one last time. Like I said, just to make sure no hooligans are left behind. And we're wrapping her up. Snooks, you can trust a woman's rose-smelling sparkle farts. Nah, I smell rose farts. I'm not trusting anything sort of like that, okay? Because I can't smell or taste anything. So if I can't trust it. I just can't. True Crazy, you're in the place to be. Appreciate you, Cassie J. Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate you, AR16. That's right, Nana. Play ball. Jeez, my mouse is dying. I'm going to have to find batteries for this thing. What's up, Fresca Bean? Happy freedom to you. I hope you have a great rest of your day as well. Appreciate you, Karma. Thank you, Tony Rich. No, Hooligans Island, we don't have to wait till the next inauguration day. I think we will go live on all platforms for Sunday's rally. So YouTube and Twitch, you'll be missing tomorrow's Free Speech Saturday. But I think we'll be live on all platforms for President Trump's rally on Sunday. Appreciate you, Visions. Thank you, Sage Pup. Thank you, Tony Rez. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good to go. I appreciate all of you hooligans being here. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And like I said, tomorrow is Free Speech Saturday, so we will be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.